Okay. Year. 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 What's up? What's popping? What's popping with the population? Hold up. Let me get my settings right. Hold up, y'all. Let me get my settings right. Make sure the settings is right. My sounds is up. Let me drop a bomb real quick. Okay. Okay, it's a Henny night. It's a Henny night. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I gotta sip slow. We got work in the morning. We got work in the morning, so I'm gonna sip it slow. But anything is possible. Yeah, what's up, y'all? What's up, man? We back. Big cigar talk. Baby girl in the chat. Fourth. Who's baby girl? Baby girl. Elijah Tiller, what's popping, man? China Brim's chin strap. What? Hold on, you mean China Brim? That's the blood nigga that be doing the videos? Yeah. Sham, what's popping? Cyrus, what's popping? China Brim. Yes, sir. We back. How the fuck did we not see Conwell's potential to lose? Bro, I'm sick right now. Y'all gotta understand. I put a big bag on Charles Conwell this week. I put the big ain't no way I thought he was going. One is I put the bag on a knockout, on a stoppage. Not only did he not get the stoppage, the nigga lost. I did not see that coming. I ain't see that coming, y'all. I ain't even gonna cap. Usually, if you follow me, you follow my bets. We win a lot of money on. We win a lot of money on Cigar Talk. But Charles Conwell, god damn, bruh. I was literally jacking. Charles Conwell was the most dangerous man in 154. I don't know if I could jack that no more. I don't know. I don't think that means he's a bad fighter. He's definitely a good fighter. But is he the most dangerous at 154? I don't know if I could say that no more, man. But we're going to get into it. That's why we here. We're going to break the shit down. Let's break it down. If y'all was here last week, we broke down the Boots fight. Me and my guy, Greg Hacket. Greg Hackett's on the way. I loved it, y'all. I think this is what the boxing community needs, is us to really, let's get technical. Let's break down the fights. Let's talk about what we see round by round. And that's what we're going to do tonight. Elijah, got major love for Cigar Talk. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. That means a lot, dog, for real. Terrence, my guy. Cyrus told you Conwell wasn't going to get the KO. Yeah, you did tell me that on Twitter. I believe you said that. That's a fact. My boy Mo 3 in the building. Mo 3, what's popping, bro? I'm glad you're here. Damn, undisclosed amount. Yeah, undisclosed. I can't even let y'all niggas know how much I lost. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm sick. I ain't gonna lie. I was sitting here betting, thinking I'm about to come up. And my girl's sitting here like, why are you betting all of this money? And I'm like, because it's free money. Charles Conwell. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck you mean? And it ain't really work out how I thought it was gonna work out. I think Conwell didn't look the same to me. And I say that I don't want to take away from Garcia. I don't want to take away love, admiration, and respect for what Garcia did this past weekend. That's what I saw. He ain't look the same to me. So we're going to break it down. I ain't watched it since fight night, but I want to watch. We're going to watch it again tonight. Let's break the fight down. How we not getting likes? Come on, hit the like button for me, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. We only got 50 people in here, man. Come on, let's get the likes up. What we doing? What we doing tonight? Hit them likes. Hit the like button for me, y'all. If you in here, please hit the like button. Now, before we get started, Greg Hackett's on the way. Before we get started, did y'all see the Devin Haney interview? I interviewed Devin the Dream Haney, exclusive. Come on, man. Y'all know Devin don't even do interviews like that. We got the exclusive Devin Haney interview. I went to Big Bear to go holler at him. And I thought it was a pretty good conversation. You know what I'm saying? It was a little, I don't want to say tough, but you know, Devin is like, you know, he kind of to himself. Devin is not the most talkative guy. So it was a conversation that was just me trying to really figure him out. Like, who is he as a person? Did y'all see that interview? Did y'all see the Devin? I interviewed Devin and Bill. Let me know, man. I'm trying to put on for the community. Did y'all see that interview? Hold up. Let me shoot him a text real quick. But yeah, man. All right. I gotta let y'all know this, though. I got an interview coming. Confirmed. I got a big interview on the way. Confirmed. This is how I know Cigar Talk putting in work. I got a call the other day. Y'all, from a pound-for-pound fighter. He's on everybody's pound-for-pound list. And I got a call from his team. They say, yo, Naj, we see what you doing and we like it. And we got to bring our guy to your show. So we going to make this happen. And I'm shooting it next week. Pound for pound fighter. And he don't really do a lot of interviews. But you know, Cigar Talk got to bring the people the exclusive. This is what we do. It's Cigar Talk, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for that, y'all. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that one. It's going to be one of them ones. I bet the decision for Conwell, I thought they was going to give it to him anyway, man. We in the building. Salute, Christian. Salute, bro. Conwell ain't get busy, and Perez was low-key fighting small for him, and he still couldn't pull up. Starman, that's a good analysis. I thought that Charles Conwell smothered his work too much, bro. He didn't give him enough space. He didn't give himself enough space to let off the power shots in the way that I usually see him do. I think fighting inside was part of the game plan because Garcia was a tall guy, long, rangy, long jab. But you can't smother your work, bro. That was like the 10 versus the 14 fight at 154. Low-key, an amazing fight with not enough promotion. I agree. Garcia was a lot better than people giving credit Yo, can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? I don't know what the fuck just happened, man. Hold up. Yo, y'all hear me? Are we on? Let me know if we on. Yo, we back. My bad, y'all. I don't know. Yo, my computer just restarted out of nowhere. What the fuck going on? Nah, see, man. This is why I only be using Apple. I bought a PC so I could stream, and my joint just restarted out of nowhere. Now it's connected to the neighbor Wi-Fi. I know what's going on. Make sure my sound is right. God damn. Yeah, I think my joint just did an update or something. Yeah. I don't know what happened. It's like Andy waking up after getting knocked out by Garcia. Come on. He didn't get knocked out, Sam. Don't do that. That's kind of funny, though. I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of funny, though. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. God damn. What the fuck? We lost the viewers. We was always, you know what I'm saying? Yo, let's get the viewers back up, man. Hit the like button for me, y'all. Let's get the viewers back up. My bad. My bad. That's my bad. Let me text Greg. Greg was on the way, and I think it cut out. Hold up. All right. My bad, y'all. My bad. How old you is? I'm 36, bro. Nah, I just got to keep the Wi-Fi bill paid. I know, bro. Come on. I'm Verizon. My shit good. I don't know what's going on tonight. Yo, my bad, y'all. His lady pulled up hot. Nah, she in the room. She in the room. McDonald's Wi-Fi, not it sometimes. I know, bro. I got the Poppy Store computer. Chill, I got this on what's it called? Best Buy. But you too big for the live. You got too big for the live. Nah, never, bro. Never, bro. I gotta go live for the people, man. My bad. I missed a couple lives just because man, I be busy with my job sometimes, y'all. I be traveling a lot and shit. So sometimes things get busy and it'd be hard to do the live. But we here once a week. All right. Let me I'm pulling up the fight right now, and I'm gonna bring my boy on. I'm gonna bring Greg Hacket on, y'all. One of the best boxing minds in this here game that we all love. For a fact. So now let me say this. Before we start, I put a large bet on Charles Conwell. The amount will remain undisclosed. I'm still hurt by it. I'm still upset by it. A nigga lost a lot of money. I ain't even gonna hold you. I want a little bit more back from Gabriella Fundora. I gotta ask my man Greg about that too, because Gabriella, one of them ones. Let me drop a bomb for Fundora. Low key, she better than Sebastian. Matter of fact, high key, she better than Sebastian. I'm telling y'all right now, one Fundora is really special. I don't want to disrespect Sebastian because he's nice. I don't want to disrespect him. But his sister like that. I lost a lot of bread, y'all. So throw me a super chat. Throw a nigga a super chat, man. Y'all know I be winning more than I be losing. Y'all done made a lot of money off my picks now. Y'all know that. So all right, without further ado, let me bring up my guy. Hit the fucking like button, man. Come on, don't do me like that. Hit the like button, man. Come on, hit that like button. This is great content we bringing, and one of the best boxing minds on here. And we're going to do this more regularly. So let me bring up my guy, Greg Hacket. Philly's own. Greg, my brother.
Come on, Notch.
What's up, baby? Yo, Greg, you know what's funny? I ain't going to lie. Listen, sometimes I watch, and I know you and Southpaw had some beef before on the channel one time.
Yeah.
But he clips up the one part where we was talking where you say, you be like, come on, Naj. That shit is funny. I ain't gonna lie.
That's my grandson, man. I'm proud of you.
How you been, man? How's everything, dog?
I'm chilling, man. I'm getting back in motion. May 10th, I'm back in the ring in Philadelphia, so we get ready.
Hold on. You fighting again?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't know that. May 10th. Mark your calendars, y'all. Greg Hacket back. May 10th.
Come on.
Who you fighting, dog?
Some boy from Ohio, but I think he moved to Missouri or some shit. Some boy from down there. You
Hold on,
feel
you
me?
still do you? Because I know you a coach. You got a lot of fighters under your belt. You
Yeah.
still be having the itch, like the fighter itch, like you still got that in you?
Yeah, that come from my mother, man. She just, I don't know, she had a problem. She be putting her hands on people, and she passed that down to me. So I try to translate it to the ring instead of taking it in the street. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So listen, man, let's get into this past weekend, bro.
Yeah,
It was a very sad weekend for me. Bad news. That's a
yeah,
double entendre, nigga. Bad news.
yeah,
Charles Conwell took the L, and oh my God.
yeah,
One is I like Charles Conwell. I'm a fan. I'm a supporter. I like his game. But two, I lost a lot of goddamn money.
yeah.
Did you see the fight? And if so, what did you think?
Yeah, I definitely watched the fight. Conwell was being Conwell, but one thing I want you to pick up on, his corner after the first round, they started asking for him to pick it up. And
Yep.
I thought it was honestly too early for that. He was still trying to fill the guy out. He was still trying to find his angles. And once they forced the issue for him to pick it up, I think that's where it went all downhill from there. Because now he started fighting at a pace that he wasn't ready to fight at. Not that he wasn't ready to be in the ring. What I mean is he wasn't warmed up. He wasn't where he needed to be before he started picking it up. You know what I mean? He's one of them guys. He likes to dissect his work, and you can't force him. And what I didn't understand was his coach said to him, he said, "Listen, I know this is a 12-round fight, but I need you to pick it up." And I'm like, "Why are you saying that right now? It's only the
Mm,
second. We only going into the second round." You know what I mean? So I think, he just I think once he picked up the pace and Perez met him there, you know what I mean? I think that's where the issues started. Then he got cut, I think, in the fourth or the fifth round, something
yep.
like that. And then, from there it's like a sense of urgency, but you're not getting what you want because you got a guy who's his style is a little deceptive because he's tall and lanky, but he can fight on the inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, it was just bad timing, man. That's all I feel. Like on some real shit. It was bad
That's
timing.
that's a good analysis. I feel like I didn't like the ranges, bro. I didn't like the distance because it was like, all right, he started off. Obviously, Garcia is a lot longer than him. Pause.
Yeah,
Um, Good jab, taller, all of that. So I
yeah,
think at first it took him a while to try to get the distance, right? First round, he was getting tagged a little bit just from a distance standpoint. But
yeah,
then there was some point where I guess, like you said, they asked him to pick it up. And I feel like he was smothering his work, bro. He was, I
mm,
guess I feel it that he was going on the inside, right? Which is, I
yeah,
guess, where you want to be. But
yeah,
I didn't like that it was too inside. I feel like
yeah.
he wasn't getting the power shots that he usually get because he's smothering all his work.
Right. And that's because they push the issue. You know what I mean? I don't like normally I don't like to put it on the coaches, but in this fight, I feel like it was on the coaches. I feel like they really just pressed the issue when they didn't have to. You know what I mean?
Mm. So you feel like that if he would have started a little later, it would have been a little more success, you think?
Yeah, because some fighter are 12-round fighters, but they warm up the first 4 rounds, first 5 rounds, and then they pick it up. That's kind of Conwell's style. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
like to warm up and then pick it up on you. And what you saying about the range is sometimes what people don't understand is even though you're the shorter fighter, if you're the better boxer, it's cool to be the better boxer. I think Conwell in that situation was the better boxer, but when he was forced to go inside without finding his range. I think that's what you saw, what you was talking about. He's smothering his work. And now that he's smothering his work, he can't, you know what I mean? He's not in his comfort zone. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's a lot with the fight. You never know what the camps was like. And if we be honest, that wasn't a Charles Conwell, situation. What I mean by that is you fighting a Mexican in San Diego. So basically you fighting a Mexican in Mexico. The
Yeah.
crowd definitely wasn't behind Conwell. They was behind Perez. And it was just a lot he was up against. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. How did you see the fight though? Like the scoring? Did you feel like Conwell lost that fight, or did you? I talked to a couple of people who told me they thought Conwell won the fight, and I thought
me,
he lost. What you
me,
think?
me, honestly, I would have gave it a draw if it was me. They was getting it on. It was a shootout.
Yeah, it was. I just feel like Perez was landing the cleaner shots.
Yeah,
He landed some hard shots, a lot of good body shots from Perez too. And
yeah.
when I looked at Perez's old fights, because I do homework before I bet, he ain't looked this good, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, this nigga ain't look this good to me.
but what we don't understand about matchmaking, the first thing guys do is look at the losses. That's against the law. You shouldn't look at a guy's losses. I'm gonna tell you why. A guy who has lost, is more dangerous than a guy who's undefeated, because the guy who's lost, he already been through it. So he got nothing to lose. So he ain't afraid to go out there and let it all hang out. You know what I'm saying? A guy who's undefeated is trying to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So you better off fighting a guy who's undefeated before fighting a guy with losses. Now I'm gonna tell you something. This is where it all means something. The guy's never been stopped. So to go out there and act like you're gonna just hit him with one shot and he gonna stop, or he gonna get knocked out, that's, you know what I mean? I don't know. That was kind of crazy. And then you gotta go off of his frame, bro. He was a freak, 6 foot, 154 pounds. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Lanky arms, can fight inside. You know what I mean? He go to the body, he go up top. You know what I'm saying? And Conwell didn't really get to pick up his timing. I felt like his corner, I'm gonna be honest, I felt like Conwell did all the work he needed to do in camp, but I feel like his corner was being a little cocky. I felt like they was being cocky,
Mm.
and they felt like, man, you should be knocking this guy out. You know what I mean? But he's a man. You know what I mean? And that's what people don't understand when they disrespecting fighters.
That's a good point, because I kind of felt like that, but I don't know. Do you think, because I was feeling like this felt a little different than the Charles Conwell I've watched for the last few fights, and I said I didn't want to take away from Garcia. You feel me? But it
Yeah.
just felt like, I don't know. It didn't feel like the same Conwell to me. Do you feel like that, or you think it was just the opponent only?
It was the same Conwell, but what people have to understand, Conwell is an obedient dog. What that means is he's not in there fighting with his own mind. He's listening to his corner. Whenever his corner asked him to do something, he did what they told him to do. So you can't get mad at him as a coach. It was just once he did what they told him to do, the fight was out of his hands.
That's a good point. So where do you rate Conwell now? Because I put it on Twitter the day of the fight. I said, or the day before, I said the most dangerous man at 154 is about to fight, and I was feeling like Conwell was, he was the dark horse, underrated, dangerous, and now everybody's shitting on me on Twitter like, man, he ain't that guy. Where do you feel like he ranks now at a stacked 154 division?
Listen, after he go back and realize his mistakes, he going to show you why he's one of the most dangerous at 54. Again, a man who took a loss is a dangerous man because he has nothing to lose after that. He's going to go back to camp. He's going to realize what he did wrong. He's going to realize his mistakes, and he's going to be a better fighter. I'm telling you, Conwell is tough as nails. He just got to understand, who he is and what he's able to do, and he don't have to force the issue in a 36-minute fight.
Yo, salute Nick in the building. Nick, what's up? She says his punches didn't seem like they had the same thud as normal. I felt like that too, Greg. Did you feel like that?
But you answer why he didn't have his range down. He couldn't find his range. The
Yeah.
punches he was throwing was just out of desperation. It was only because his team was asking him to pick it up. Trust me. I know. I've been around Conwell. I watched him train. I watched him spar. You know what I mean? I listen to the corners. I listen. And I'm not trying to knock his coaches, but I'm just saying that to me was the mistake, asking him to pick it up in the second round, in
Right.
between 1 and 2, asking him to pick it up. It was too early. It was too early.
That's a good point. All right, so where do you think he fares against your guy, Boots Ennis? How you think that fight at 154 would go?
The thing is with Boots is right. Boots knows what he's trying to do. He knows what he wants to do. He knows who he is. He knows what he's capable of, and he got a fearless mindset. Conwell is a problem because Conwell ain't the guy you just knock out neither. But again, listen to me. He's an obedient dog. That means he's going to do exactly what his trainers tell him to do.
Yeah.
The problem is with a Boots Ennis, when you don't have the same athleticism, if you're not the best at eating shots, I mean, it's gonna get bad for you. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't want to say it because Boots ain't a 54 yet, but I don't see Conwell beating Boots.
I used to think that he would before this fight, and now I'm like, nigga, I didn't.
Nah,
I don't know if I said he could beat Boots, but I felt like at the time I was like, I think he hanging in there with Boots. Like it's a really competitive, close fight. And
I
now I
mean,
don't know that. Now I don't know
I
that.
mean, I mean, listen, on any given night, a man could step up and make up his mind and say, you know what, I'm not losing tonight. So I can't say he'll lose to him, but I'm just saying, if you look at the skill sets, if you look at the ability, Boots is definitely the better fighter.
Yeah. I mean, this is a nasty sport, Greg, because like it's like
Yeah,
one day you the man and you the boogeyman, and the
yeah.
next day everybody's saying you ass. This shit is crazy.
That's why the mental has to be clear. Yeah, you have to understand what it is that you're trying to do. You have to understand what it is you have in front of you, and you got to step up to the plate.
Yeah, it's a fact. All right, so before we get into the breakdown, let me ask you about the main event.
Yeah,
Gabriella Fundora. I think I said it already before.
yeah,
She's the most talented Fundora.
for sure.
Gabriella.
Yeah,
Listen, that girl, she don't to me, she don't make the same mistakes as her brother. She makes sure she still fight tall. I don't see her always wanting to go and fight on the inside and making no mistakes. She resets with the jab,
yeah.
combination, power. That girl got the goods, man. What you think about Gabriella Fundora?
I think Gabriella Fundora is a sniper. You know what I mean? She's very patient. She knows how to pick her shots. She takes her time. She measures out. She measure you out. You know what I mean? She strike when she need to. She go to the body when she need to. She lets the fighters make the mistakes and she counters. You know what I mean? And if she needs to step on the gas, she will. What she is a student. She's a student of the game. And again, she understands her abilities. Not every fighter understands who they are because they might just be too tough. You know what I mean? So when they too like her brother's too tough. He's
Yeah,
not trying to, and he's not patient as his sister. His sister's very patient. So
yeah,
I agree with you when you say that she's the better Fundora. But they both great fighters. But again, she's going to reign supreme for a little while because you know what I mean, her ability and her attributes. She's very tall. You know what I mean, she's very accurate. You know what I mean, she's very patient, but she's mean as well. And then her being young, she can only get better because the women sometimes they get to damn near 50 years old and still be
right.
fighting. So
She only
so
23 years old.
yeah, so she's gonna be around for a long time.
I agree. Like you said, she's mean too, but you're right. She got the patience of a fighter. Because what I was impressed by was, the other girl was using a lot of head movement. She was down low. She kept swerving, whatever. She using her jab, sticking, coming up underneath, you know what I'm saying, with the little uppercuts. But it was like the point where her dad was like, all right, you softened her up. Go get her. She
Yeah,
put her ass out. And that's what I
yeah.
like. She softened her up the whole time. And when it was time to go get her, she got the job done.
And that's what I'm speaking on about fighters taking their time and warming up. Her dad understood that. Listen, we fighting a girl that's never been stopped. No matter what, she's never been stopped. She's never lost. She wants to win, so we have to take our time, and that's what she did. She took her time. She battered her with the left hand. You know what I mean, she schooled her with the jab, and went to the body when it was time. And like when her dad made the call, she stepped right on the gas. You know what I mean? And that's what you're supposed to do. But a lot of people underestimate their opponents, and they go in there and crash out and get caught with some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. All right. So where do you think she will end up as far as like, you know what I'm saying? Because I think she's at 115. She's at the lower
She had
weights.
she had 112.
Oh, 112. Yeah. So
Mhm.
where do you think she could end up? You think she could get in the mix with like, the 130s of the world? Like, the
I think
Alicia Bumgardners and the Amanda Serranos. You think she could get in that mix?
to be honest, man, it's a little early to speak, but I'm gonna say around 122, 126. 130s, I think they'll be too strong for her. But I could be wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yo, listen, y'all. Make sure y'all get to the we about to get to this breakdown.
Hmm.
We got Greg Hacket, man. Let me put the cash app in the thing so y'all could hold up. Greggy Cash. Make sure y'all show my boy some love.
Appreciate that, nah.
Make sure, of course, bro. You giving out valuable boxing knowledge and information, man. The least y'all could do is show some love, man. This is what this is about. Show some love, Greggy Cash. That's his cash app. Show some love to my boy. So Greg, we're gonna do this one to Charles Conwell, but next week before the Devin fight, we got to come back. They just released the full Devin Haney Ryan Garcia fight. They just dropped that on YouTube. I
Okay.
watched it earlier today, and I was like, God damn, this is such a good fight. That it was such a good fight. I forgot. You know what? I forgot how good Devin really is because of the outcome. That like me watching the fight, I was like, Devin is really good, and I feel like niggas really forgot about how elite this kid is.
Yeah.
So I want to break that down next week, man.
Okay, I got you.
All right. All right, y'all. Let's get to the we about to get to it. Y'all know how we do. Show some love. We got the Charles Conwell versus Perez fight breakdown. Let me present my screen. Nah, Devin ain't elite. Nah, he tripping, bro. I rewatched it. I'm telling you, when I rewatched it today, I said, "Damn, this nigga's doing."
You know what I tell people, Notch? Yeah, he got dropped 3 times, right? But think about what it takes to get up and keep fighting.
It's true. The crazy shit though, Greg, is the times he got dropped was he was making stupid mistakes. You know what I'm saying? It was like when you watching what the stuff that he's doing when he's controlling the rounds, it was like he was winning all the moments he didn't make those mistakes. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's get to the Charles Conwell fight next week. We're gonna do the Ryan interview. I know y'all want to get to that next week. That's before the fight, but let's get to Charles Conwell, man. Let's get this great breakdown. We got my man Greg Hackett in the building.
21 victories. No.
Let me mute it. I ain't trying to get y'all know how they do. I ain't trying to get no copyright. All right, we gonna get the mute. All right, hold up. All right, here we go. Here we go. I mean, first, initially, Greg, you could just see how crazy the size looks. Like the size difference is just kind of crazy.
All right, pause it.
Hold up.
What I want people to pay attention to is this: the first round, Conwell is being very patient. He's continuing with the rhythm. If you watch him, he's side to side and he poking with his jab. He's not really trying to score. He's just trying to find his range. At the same time, Perez is trying to figure that out. But Perez know Conwell is an inside fighter, so Perez is trying to keep his range as well.
Yeah. So he's using a jab. He's using a jab to keep the range, Perez, and a little bit of lateral movement.
Yeah, Perez is more so moving his feet, you know what I mean, and just trying to figure Conwell out. But Conwell's using his jab just to find his range. But he's making sure he move his head because he know he's in there with a rangy fighter.
Okay.
Pay attention to the patience. Conwell's not so eager. He's taking his time. Good double jab. Nothing really on it. No sauce on it.
Yeah.
But Perez is just warming up. He's taking his time as well.
Both of them, yep. 100%.
You see the rhythm. You see the side-to-side rhythm by Conwell. Taking his time.
Giving them different looks, changing the levels a little bit. How you feel about guys like fighting smaller? Because Conwell's the smaller guy. Should he have fought smaller?
Nah, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do at this point. He's very patient. That's how he was able to see that combination from Perez. And then notice he didn't go right back and try to counter. He just went back with his jab and finding him with his range. He working behind his jab, taking his time. Yeah. He's not looking for too much right now.
Right.
He's just trying to find his mark. And that's what he was supposed to be doing. Perez at the same time is doing what he's supposed to be doing. Even though Perez firing, Conwell isn't getting startled.
Yeah.
He's taking his time. Back to his jab. He's not looking for too much.
Good body shot.
Yep. Got to take what they give you.
See, I like this first round by Conwell. Like you said, he being patient. He taking his time. I like this first round so far.
Yep. I like what both guys is doing. Perez is doing the same thing. He just trying to get off when he can.
Oh,
good body shot. Good measure. But look, Conwell's still not startled. He's just working behind his jab. Look, taking his time. Good hook. He tried.
He lunged in a little bit, though.
Good body work. Smothered his work a little bit, like you said. But he's still taking his time. Fighting off a rhythm.
Yeah, this is definitely like a feel out round. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, for both guys. I think it's a good, nice feel out round. Everybody trying to get their bearings together, their distance together.
And I feel like Conwell understood that he had 12 rounds. He wasn't there to try to rush.
You're right. And this was his first 12 round, I believe.
Yep. And this is a small ring. So really,
yeah,
the guy ain't gonna go too far. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good feints, good head movement. He's not trying to do too much. He
Yeah.
let all he was doing was letting Perez expose himself. Now, here's where the coaches they ask for more. I don't know why, but he
Yeah,
did he
hold on.
did he
Let
did
me
it
put the
perfect.
volume right here. Let me put the volume right here as we get that part.
You got to stab a little faster. Work that stab up and down. Stab low, stab high. Stab low, stab high.
What you thought about that? The stab low, stab high. Keep the stabs. You like
That's cool. That's cool. But what we didn't catch was him saying, "Yo, I know this is a 12-round fight, but we got to pick it up." That was the first thing he said to him.
right? Hold on. Who you gave that? Chat? Who y'all gave the first round to? Chat. Let me know how y'all scored the first one. How you scored it, Greg? First round.
I mean, to me, it was pretty even. You could have gave it to either guy. I felt like Perez let both his hands go a little bit more, but I felt like Conwell was more effective with his jab. He was just taking his time, poking at him. It was a pretty even round. It could have went either way.
Yeah. Chat. Who y'all got first round? I see a lot of people saying Perez first round. All right, back to it. Second round. Nice and patient.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Now,
that was a nice
what I
little short
want you
uppercut.
to
That was a nice
pause
little short uppercut right there.
but pause it, right? Conwell just threw a hook, a right uppercut, and another left hook. Right now, what he's telling Perez is, all right, I'm coming to work now. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, he was asked to pick it up, so that's what he's going to do. Now, what that means is he's crossed the line. It's time to start working. So Perez is going to read that, and he going to start working. So this is where the shit starts.
Yes, good point. Even the distance looks like it closed a little bit from the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Like now they back in long range, but it felt like they got to meet them to mid range.
Mm-hmm. And the
Oh,
most
that's nice.
good
That was a
right
nice
hand.
shot over top. Yeah, that was nice
There
over
was a
top.
there was a good right hand set up behind the jab. Now you see that left uppercut that Perez rewinded a little bit. I
Yeah.
want you to watch that first left uppercut that he shot inside the guard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's coming. That was a good right hand. Now here it come. Wop,
Oh
wop.
yeah, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
now, now listen. That's the little shit you gotta watch because that's a shot he wasn't prepared for. He cut right in between the guard and then he went around to the liver. What the reason that's a big thing for Conwell to be careful for. Gabe was saying it in the commentary. Conwell sitting heavy to that right side, which is the left side of Perez. You giving those type of shots away. But again, remember, Perez wasn't throwing nothing like that in the first round because Conwell was taking his time. Now Conwell trying to press. So one thing about pressing, even though you the guy putting on the pressure, you putting yourself in the line of fire. You feel me?
Why you think he was staying on that right side though? Why you think?
Because again, that's his power side. So sometimes guys they favor their power side. It's the same reason you eat your cereal with your right hand or you write with your right hand because that's your dominant side.
Right. Okay.
So he feel more comfortable sitting to that side.
All right.
Now pause it. What I want you to do is watch. Right, look at look at Conwell's response after he get hit with that body shot. Go ahead. Conwell get hit with the body shot inside. Boom, boom.
Boom.
Now, watch after the mix up. Look at his response. Boom. He's not even nowhere near him. You know what I'm saying? But
He's
now
doing that.
now you being real like you forcing the action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you don't have to. So
So you
now
think that's a result of I got caught, so I'm trying to get it back, basically.
exactly. But you only feel desperate because you was asked to pick it up, and now you getting hit. When he was taking his time, he wasn't getting hit. So now that you forcing the issue, you getting hit, but it's only the second round. You feel me?
Right. 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 Let me see.
Now Perez know he looking for something.
Oh, that's a good
Good.
hook, though. Good hook,
Yeah,
Fox.
good hook. For sure, good hook.
Nice body shot. Oh, in over the top.
Yep. Good right hand, good
Oh, he
left
landed
hook
some
in there.
hooks.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me pause it real quick. Hold on. Hold on. My bad. Hold on.
Yep, you good. But again, like I'm saying, I want people to understand. Look how the pace of the fight is changing. You know what I mean? Conwell is looking for more. And now that he's looking for more, he's forcing Perez to let his hands go. If you're not ready on defense, then you're gonna be getting caught with shots. And now you feel desperate because you get hit with shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, you right. You right. Hold on. Let me go back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good hook.
Mm-hmm.
I like the same side hook. The left to the body, left to the head. I like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Good.
good body shot by
Time.
Perez.
Now that's again, here we go. Rewind a little bit. Now, because Conwell is picking it up, what he's doing is he's opening himself up to be hit with shots like that, to get countered with that right uppercut to the belly, which is a vital shot. You know what I mean? That's a crazy shot to get hit with because he knocking the air out of you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not expecting a guy that tall to go to the body, but that's where you got to be careful. And that's why you got to study, because these guys, these Mexican fighters, they love going to the body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah, Garcia Perez, he throwing them vicious body shots. Oh, good shot.
Good. And that hurt Conwell. Look at him wrap him up. Look
Yep.
at him. Look how he holding on. You know what I mean?
And he
That
took a
took
little breath. He took a little breath too, right there.
exactly, because it took a little air out of him. That's why that's a great shot. But now here's another way you could tell. Here's another way you could tell that took some air out of him. Rewind it back to when he got hit with the body shot, and then look how many seconds go by to when he throw his next punch. Boom. Whoop.
Boom.
Now hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Mm.
11, 12, 13. Jab. You know what I'm saying? 13
So
seconds before he throws the
so
next
you
shot.
think he was waiting that whole time because he's trying to catch his wind back?
Exactly, my boy. And then if you notice, he went back to his jab. He ain't get wild. He went back to the jab because that shot meant something. And those are the small things you got to pay attention to. He felt that shot. Trust me.
Yeah, I like that. Good jab by Perez.
Mm-hmm. Good right hand. Perez smothering him.
Yep.
Smart. That's very smart.
Yep.
But again, remember, he's forcing the issue, so you putting yourself in the line of fire. Conwell don't got the best head movement when he walking forward. You know what I mean? And why you think Conwell only working with his left hand?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because
That's
he's still feeling the remnants of that body shot.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? He only working with his left hand. He ain't doing too much. Because that's what got him caught with that shot.
Yeah, he only throwing jabs right now. G, you right. Oh,
Mm.
even the left hook. Oh,
And
God, he going back to the body though. Perez going back to that body.
right.
Yeah,
And
that's a
that's
Perez. That's a
and
Perez round right there.
And that's why I'm saying he should have kept doing what he was doing in the first round. There was nothing wrong with what he was doing because he was being defensive, but at the same time he was warming up. Now, when you force a guy to go out there and fight, and it's so early, and the guy still got a fresh tank, now you get the round you just got. Now he got caught with a couple shots on the inside, got caught with a big hook on the end of the round. You know what I mean? And now you feel like you're losing.
Mm. Yeah, that's a good point. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Good leadership.
Yeah, that's good. Right. He good at going right around that elbow too, man.
Mm-hmm. Third round.
Hold on, how you got how y'all got a chat 2-0 Perez? I'm seeing 2-0 Perez in the chat.
Mm.
Chat saying 2-0.
Good stab by Perez. You see Conwell trying to be smart. Work
Oh, that
mama
was nice.
told him.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah, good right hand. Forcing the issue again.
Yeah, he walking forward more now. Oh, good jab though.
Good combination. But you got a firefight. Now when you in a firefight, shots coming out a little wild when you ain't let your body warm up. Gotta let your body warm up. Warming up in the back and warming up in the ring is two different things.
Hold on, explain. Hold on, let me pause that. Hold on, explain that. What you mean by that?
So when you in the back, you doing the things that you do in the gym. You might jump a little bit of rope, you hitting the pads, you hitting the shield, things like that. But that's not the same as being in the ring because now you got the guy actually in front of you. So now you have to warm up to your measurements. You got to warm up to the ring. You got to fill the ring out. Sometimes you might have a speed ring, which is a very tight ring with a thin mat, and you can get on your toes and bounce. Sometimes you might got a slow ring that got a very thick mat where your feet, when you step down into it, your feet sink in a little bit. So you got to get warmed up to all of that. You know what I mean? You got to get warmed up to your measurements and everything else. So it's no matter what you do in the back, you still got to come out and find your measurements. So that's
Mm,
why it's good to take your time, especially in a 12-round fight. This is only the third round.
yeah. Do
Mhm.
you got Perez winning right now so far, right?
I'm gonna be fair and call it a 1-1. You know what I mean?
1-1. All right.
Yeah, but
I think I got it. I think I got it maybe 2-0.
yeah, we in the third round though.
All right. Oh, nice body shot though. Oh,
Good
see,
right
Perez
hand.
is just returning fire. Every time Conwell go to the body, Perez go back to the body.
But rewind it a little bit for me. I want to show you something. That's a big issue. It's a big issue, right? Now look when rewind a little bit more. That was the right where I needed it to be. Now watch after Conwell land the body shot. Watch how he stand there. Boom, boom, boom. Now watch you just stand there. You waited for Perez to come back.
Hmm.
So you
What you think
gave him
he supposed to either smother or get back out? What you
all
think he should have did right there?
all he needed to do was take one step back or one step to the right. You know what I'm saying? Or one step to the left. But to stand there and look at him, what you looking for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
No,
now you give him a chance. You give him a chance to come back, and now he's confident because you standing right in front of him.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Christian says Perez looked like a middleweight. He right. He looked big in this shit. I ain't gonna lie. Pause.
Well, middleweight is only 6 pounds up from 54. So
Yeah. Oh, good body shot by Conwell. He be throwing a little sneaky uppercut, Perez. Oh,
now,
good. Oh my God. Hold up. Yeah, we got it on that.
now
Oh,
what I don't like is Conwell trying to hide behind his shoulder. You know why? You got a tall guy who's punching down, so he's actually going over top of your shoulder, and that's how he got caught with a right hand at the end of that exchange. We get ready to see it.
for sure. Oh, right there.
Uppercut.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then yeah, he caught him
Oh,
with
right
two.
there again.
Look, yeah,
Oh.
caught him with three right hands.
Yo, Greg, see, he finishing though. I love his combinations though because he mix up the head and the body. As soon as he
Mhm.
come up top, boom, jab, right hand over top, boom, hit him with the left hook to the body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Perez got some good ass combinations. I ain't gonna lie.
So I want to give a lesson real quick.
Oh
Pause.
God.
When you fighting a taller guy and you fighting behind your shoulder, you still got to keep the proper distance. So when he fall in, so when he throw the right hand or the left hand, depending on which angle it's coming from, you want the guy to fall in. You don't want to be so close where it do touch your shoulder, because then it can ride off your shoulder and still hit you in the side of the head. Or if you close enough, he can hit you right upside your head, which we just saw happen. So
Right.
you want to keep some type of range when you doing that, when you fighting behind that shoulder.
Okay.
See, he go right over top of the shoulder because he
Yeah, you
already
do.
there.
Yeah, you do. Good body.
And I'm gonna tell you this. Go ahead, time it real quick. You see when he going down to the left side. I'm talking about Perez, and he double up over there, right? What your mind tells you is just an automatic thing. You get hit on that side, all right, I'm gonna drop down to that side or I'm gonna drop my elbow. But what happens is your body get lax on the other side. You get kind of relaxed. So that's why he going low on the left side. I'm talking about Perez, and then coming back over top with the right, or he'll go over top with the right and then go back down to the left to the body. You know what I mean? So he actually tricking your muscles while he punching on you.
That's a good point. I like that. That's a good point. That's what I'm seeing right now too.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the inside work. Good body shot again.
Mm-hmm.
I like how he keeping the distance, Perez, right now. Every time Conwell try to get in, he really using that jab effectively and stepping over.
Mm-hmm. And what I need Conwell to understand about himself, his arms aren't short for his height. You know what I mean? So he don't have to be that close to you. That's why you said earlier it seemed like he was smothering his punches. It's because his arms is kind of long. You know what I mean? For his height.
Right.
He might not have the longest arms. Now you looking for a shootout.
Oh,
You see?
You saw the double body to the uppercut?
Yeah, he cut in between the guard.
Look at this. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my God.
Sneaky. And again, remember when I said he tricking your muscles? He aiming for the liver. So now you tightening up and dropping over, but you're not looking at you giving him that angle to go up the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Perez isn't scared of Conwell, and he's comfortable on the inside. So again, this is what makes this guy dangerous. A lot of guys that tall, they don't like fighting on the inside. But
You're
he's
right.
very
They don't be that comfortable on the inside, especially with the body work. He's throwing
Exactly.
body work even after the exchanges. They get inside. As soon as Conwell step back, you gonna leave with a body shot on you. He don't just let you walk away. He make you leave with a body shot on you.
Yeah.
Man.
And that's why Conwell should have been taking his time and using his jab to the body and things like that.
So you think he getting outboxed right now? Look, this guy says when you getting outboxed by a Mexican, you know it's gonna be a long night. I kind of think Conwell getting outboxed right now, G.
He not getting outboxed, he getting outworked. You know what I'm saying? Every time he throw 2-3 punches, Perez coming back with 6.
I'm sure. Oh, another good body shot right there.
Tom. Now rewind.
That was a nasty body shot right there.
Now hold on. This is what I want to say. When Conwell is working behind his jab, he's in a safe zone, and he's controlling what's going on. But watch what happened when he throw his right hand. I think in a left hook or something. That was 3 punches. Now watch how many punches Perez come back with.
Do the jab.
Yep, he in control. He good.
Jab,
jab, hook. Now look. That was 5. That was 5 punches.
5. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So he matched his 3 with 5.
Conwell landed a good shot right there, though.
No, that was good.
Good body. Here we come.
Oh, right hand.
Going at the right hand. Yep.
Boom, boom, boom. But then he come back with good.
He returned fire every time. Nice hook.
3. Yep.
Nice hook.
Because he know Conwell's in range.
Oh, good jab by Conwell.
Yep.
That was a good. Conwell ended that round good. I like the way he ended that round, though.
Yeah, that was a good round. And that's why, listen, overall, that's why I called this fight a draw, because they was just going back and forth with that shit, man.
Nah, it's good. It's kind of close early, but late, Greg. I think this nigga Con said, "Come on, what are you doing, bro?"
Now, I think
IQ, bro. I didn't see him make no adjustments. I feel like he stopped using his jab after, like, I think it was like round 6 or 7. He wasn't even using the jab no more, man. Oh, good body shot. This guy's a good body puncher, yo.
And Conwell, if you pay attention to Conwell, he's either yin or yang. He's either giving you defense with no offense, or he's giving you offense with no defense.
He not mixing it up enough for you.
You gotta mix the two. When you get your hands off, I just need a little bit of head movement, or get your hands back up, or take a step back, take a step to your right, things like that. He wasn't giving me that.
Right.
He was getting caught up in the firefight.
Round 4.
Yep.
We a quarter of the way done. Round 4.
Perez using his jab real good.
Oh, they got Conwell winning that last. How they got Conwell winning round 2? I ain't gonna lie. Chris Mannix don't be knowing what he doing. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't like Chris Mannix scorecards.
But to be fair, we don't know what
headbutt right there. Hold on.
To be fair, we don't know where Chris Mannix is sitting at, and we don't know what angle he have. You know what I mean?
Nah, Greg. Every fight, this nigga scorecards
No,
be on
but
shit
no,
though.
but no, but look, when you look at the judges' scorecards, they scorecards sometimes be all over the place because of based off where they sitting.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Hold on, let me see if it was a headbutt right here though.
Yeah, he got cut. You got to rewind.
Was that the cut? Was that when the cut started right here? Full?
Yeah, I think that's when he got cut. Yeah, they kind of knocked heads a little bit.
Yeah, it ain't look that bad though.
Yeah.
Good jab.
Notice Perez going to the body. He want them hands to drop. See the jab to the body by Perez? He want them hands to drop.
See, I just don't like when Conwell gets in the distance. Sometimes I feel like he not working enough. Like,
I'm gonna tell you.
Stab to get in there. You got your feet moving your head, and you finally get to the position and you not throwing.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Rewind it real quick, just real quick.
I don't like that, man. Come on, you worked all. I feel like you worked so hard to get in the distance, in the range, and now you in the range and you ain't throwing.
All right, I'm gonna tell you why. What I want before you hit play.
Right here, or should I go back a little bit more?
No, that was good. Where we at? What I want you to realize is watch how Perez changes the angle with his body and he get real skinny. He give you that half a man, get real skinny. Some people call it the Philly shell. Some people call it the shoulder roll. Watch how he get in that real tight angle and he gets skinny. Watch. And watch Perez. Right there. He getting
side to the side.
See?
So it's not a lot of room to even operate. Basically,
he not giving you an opening. That's what it is. He got his elbows dropped and he got his chin tucked and he's sitting down. Yeah, good right hand.
That was a good hook. Yeah, that's a good point though, G. He did shrink the size though. Oh, look at the left.
Good right hand.
That looked like it hurt him a little bit.
Yeah, possibly because Conwell wrapping him up. So look.
Yeah, that looked like it. That looked like some shit right there.
Yeah, he could have possibly wrapped him up. Now I want you to see something, Tom. Watch how when Perez stepped to Conwell, he take a step back and Perez got to think about what it is he doing. That's what I'm saying. Conwell could have been doing from the beginning without pressing so hard. You know what I mean? You get your hands off and then take a step back. You know what I'm saying? He was doing it, but then he wouldn't do it at the right time. Rewind it a little bit just so you can see it.
Yo, Gorgior, the Ryan roll is hilarious, bro. The Ryan niggas know that Ryan roll.
A little bit more.
Right here?
Yep. That's after he got caught with that hook.
Yep.
Now we're going to go back to the jabs. But I want you to see Conwell take a step back. Boom. Here, come right here. Boom. See the step back? Perez thinking. Yeah. See? Yeah. He's thinking he can't get the angle he wants. You know what I mean? But if Conwell would have kept that up, it would have been cool. Good combination by Conwell. But then he letting Perez come right back. Tom. Then he got caught. He got caught with a right hand. You feel me?
I like this aggression right here, G. That's what I like to see, nigga.
Yeah, but rewind it, though. Look at the trouble we getting in. Rewind it. Look at the trouble we getting in. One more time. Now, watch how this exchange open him up because he not moving his head after he done. He just walking up. Boom, boom, boom. He got caught with two right hands.
There. Yeah,
but he's staying there.
Yeah, he ain't moving his head.
Yeah. Perez is a very smart fighter, believe it or not.
Oh, good hook by Conwell.
Good hook on the inside, yeah. But then Perez come right back to the body.
Oh, good body shot. Good. See, Conwell got spurts of good work, but it's just
and
between though.
And also notice in those spurts though, he's head hunting.
Yeah, not enough to the body. I agree.
Yeah, Perez.
And he's a real body puncher though. G. Conwell always go to the body. That's why I'm kind of surprised.
But that's how you know the irritation is setting in. If you pay attention, Perez not giving him the body. He got his elbows tucked and he's sitting low. There you go again. That left uppercut and that left to the body, and then he finished with a hook up top. Yeah. Then moving his head. But look at Conwell's return. Conwell got him trapped in the corner, but he's still head hunting. Watch it. Very smart fighter, Perez. Watch it. Boom,
Oh,
boom,
good
boom,
body
boom.
shot.
Good hook up top. But then look, watch the head hunting. Yep, getting right up under that shit. He should have
Yep.
went to the body. Look, he head hunting. So
Yeah.
what that means to me is Perez is, Conwell is pissed off. You know what I mean? Now he just trying to hurt the guy. But what happens is you forget to go to the body. You know what I'm saying? He had the guy trapped, and now look, his back is to the ropes.
That's what I was saying earlier. I feel like he do the work to get in the position, and then he get in the position and don't do the right thing with the position though.
You can't forget the body.
Yeah.
The body is how you trap a guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's aggressive. Conwell aggressive on it. Oh, good body shot again. Oh.
And then look how he letting Perez work. Perez getting his hands off. Smothering. That's very smart
He
move.
dogging it now though, G. He dogging it now though, G.
But let me show you something. I want to show you something. That was a very smart move that you see a lot of Mexicans do. Watch Perez fold over to protect his body. And he put his head on the inside so you can't really get a shot at him. Watch this. He got his shit off. Boom. Getting his shit off. Now watch Conwell. Step 2. Watch how he sit down. You see the angle?
And
You
put
see
the
that
head in the chest.
Yeah, but he sat it far to Conwell right side, so he couldn't get his left hand off because he knew Conwell was trying to double up with that left side.
Right.
Conwell's pissed off.
Even ref told him to keep his head up right there too.
Yeah, stop hitting him behind the head. Great. These is now listen. These are great rounds. These are great rounds from both guys.
I might have that one for Conwell. I might have had that one for Conwell. I think
maybe, but it's the body work that's getting to him.
Yo, chat. Let me know how y'all got the scorecards right now, chat. Chat. Let me know the scorecards after round 4. How y'all seeing it? I had Conwell winning that round. How y'all seeing it? We got 2-2. Niggas want to see a rematch. All right, let me put a. How y'all seeing the chat? Let me know. I thought Conwell won that round. They saying 4-0 or 3-1 Perez.
It's a great fight. Great fight. They getting it on, man.
The first one was the closest round to me. The other ones was kind of definitive to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good fight. 3-1. All right, y'all saying 3-1? All right, let's go. Here we go. Hold on, let me go back a little.
This the 5th round, right?
Yep, round 5. Round 5. We almost halfway through the fight, y'all. Round 5.
They getting it on.
I like Perez dogging it too. He don't give a fuck, nigga.
And that's another thing. He not scared.
Yeah,
He not scared. He getting it in. Fire back with that right hand, just to let him know.
Nice hook. It ain't land, but it's I like to let him know shots too sometimes.
Again, closed the range, didn't go to the body. Good left uppercut.
Yep. Nice feints by Conwell though. I like the feints right now.
Now remember when I said Conwell give you offense or he give you defense? He don't put it together. Look, now rewind it. Look at all the movement he giving me, but nothing off the movement. Watch all the movement he giving me. But nothing off it. Nothing off it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So he giving you defense.
What you want right there? At least a jab or like what you want right there?
You gotta give me anything. But give it to me right off the movement. That's why you making the movement. You making the movement so that he can't see where you coming from. But then when you just giving me movement and nothing with it, then what was it for?
That's a
you
good
know what
point.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Now he gave him room to get out. Perez is very smart.
Oh, good shot. Oh, good shots.
That was a good combination by
yeah,
Conwell.
there you go. Oh,
good combination.
I got Conwell winning this round so far.
For sure.
Yo, G, Perez becoming over and under, like his over-under game is hard. It reminded me when we talked about Boots last week, and you said if you in a firefight and a nigga shooting above you, below you, with a side, it's hard to know where the shit coming from. Perez coming, whoo, 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 whoo. His
sir.
moves is crazy with the punches. It's like, damn,
And
this
that's
nigga,
what and
shit.
that's what's irritating Charles Conwell. You know what I mean? He can't really see where the shots is coming from.
Like, look at his last combination, G. I like how all the angles that he just threw these from, mixing them up.
Good jab.
Boom, boom, up, under, over top.
And he mixed a short hook in there too behind the jab. It's a great fight.
Yeah, it is.
Now, Tom, rewind a little bit. Look how every time Conwell take a step back, he frees Perez. He frees him,
Let me see.
but he not realizing.
Step
Right
back.
there. See,
Yep.
see how Perez frees because Perez
He got to reset. Yeah, he got to reset now. He resetting after he did that.
And this is where Conwell has to score his shots. When you freeze Perez, get a combination off and get back out. But every time Conwell is throwing, he's trying to hurt you. So he's putting himself back in range. You feel me?
I agree with what Olmec is saying right now. I feel like round 5, we should see some adjustments for Conwell, but I don't really see no adjustments right now to me. What about you? You see any adjustments happening right now?
You're not seeing any adjustments because they asking him to go get the man. So he just that's all that's in his mind is go get him.
But you think he have the ability to make adjustments right now, though, if they told him something else?
Charles Conwell was an Olympian. You don't get that far without making adjustments.
I agree, Taylor. Last fight was perfect offense to defense. This one, I don't see it. I agree with the last one. Good stab. Nice jab.
One thing about Perez, he knows how to smother you. Good body work by Conwell, but then he go right back.
Don't eat right now. Oh, good shots back.
But again, he's not giving me defense off of the offense. Rewind it again so we can see it. He's not giving me no defense. He gonna stand right there and let Perez get right back. Boom, boom, boom. Watch, boom, 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 and watch him stay right there. Boom, stay right there. Look, now you getting fired on.
Right. He wait until you done for him to start throwing.
Exactly. So that's why he keep getting in trouble. Good combination.
Oh, the uppercut too with it.
I think this is a Conwell round.
It hurt him a little bit. It looked like. What you think? It looked like it hurt him a little bit.
For sure. But here's the thing, right? This is why Perez is able to continue because he know Conwell gonna get close enough he could wrap him up, or he know Conwell gonna get close enough he could hit him. So he always in the safe zone. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's a great fight though.
Oh, good hook by Conwell.
Look, he stepped right back in there with him. He stay right there. Conwell got to learn how to reset. Look, now he getting fired.
Oh God!
Now listen. All the shots you just gave away, you got right. You gave them back. Rewind it so the people could see everything that Conwell landed and threw and looked good. You know what I mean? He gave it right back. You got to learn how to reset. Boom. That was good.
Nice
Boom.
Nice
good uppercut. Boom. Now watch you give it all back. Now they gonna clench, turn. Watch you give it all back right here. He gonna sit right there. Boom, 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 boom,
body. Oh,
boom, boom. Good. So that's why it looks like Perez is winning, because the judge is gonna go with the last thing they saw.
Nigga, Perez need to change his name to keep the same energy, nigga.
Boom,
he
boom,
got the same energy for everything you throw. Oh, good hook.
Boom, going right back. Boom, boom, going right back. He out punching Conwell. Boom, come back with 2, 3. And here come Perez.
Oh, I think I got Conwell winning this round so far too, though.
Boom, boom,
boom. Oh,
boom. Good hook. Boom, boom, boom. Look at the work. Boom.
Oh.
Boom. Look at the work. He giving everything back.
It's a lot going on right there. Hold
up. That definitely was a great exchange.
Yeah. Both of them landed some shit.
What is that? You jumping in. Watch this. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, good hook by Conwell.
Watch it. Boom, boom, boom.
He does a little short uppercut inside.
Exactly. And those are the type of punches that'll chip your teeth.
Oh, good hook by Conwell.
Good. But he wrapped him up. He getting too close. Conwell falling in. Now look, now that was a good round, though. That was a great round.
I think I gave Conwell that. That's 3-2 on my
Yeah.
scorecard.
Yeah, I think Conwell, I think he won that round too. That was a good but listen, this is a great fight. That was the 5th round, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Greg Hackett. This is Najee, and we definitely on Cigar Talk, and we breaking this shit down.
Come on, man. If y'all just tuning in, man, we got Greg Hackett. Let me put the Greggy Cash in the building. Let me put Greggy Cash. Put my boy Cash at, man. We getting a lot of knowledge, a lot of insight, a lot of boxing game, y'all. This is for the real fans. This ain't for the casuals. Let me drop my motherfucking ball. This for the real boxing fans that want to get the knowledge, man. We breaking this thing all the way down.
Appreciate you, Naj. Come on, Naj. Come on, Naj.
You know, we about to, this shit gonna turn up. The zone gonna come holler at us and give niggas a little bag or something, man. We go, come on. This is great insight right here.
I mean, that would be the proper thing to do.
That's the only thing they should do.
For sure. Come on, Naj.
All right, let's see. Round 6. Was it 6 or 7? Round 6. Yep. All right, we halfway through, y'all. We halfway there. Good jab. Perez keep the phone up too. He's good. He's good on the phone too. I feel like most Mexicans don't be disciplined with the phone. Oh, good jab.
Look at the smooth wrap up though. Look. Rewind it. Watch Perez grab him by the hip and pull him in. Because he ain't have nothing to come here. You see what I'm saying? That's how you slow the pace down. Perez didn't have anything loaded up, so let me grab him and pull him on in here. Calm on down. He's gonna calm him down. Now back to the jab.
He keeping him on the outside of that jab too. I like the turn. I like the turn he just did.
Good 1-2.
Wrapped him up again.
Wrapped him up again. You're gonna keep smothering him. That's how you slow a guy down. Slow his momentum down. Keep smothering him. This is a great fight, though. Great fight.
Little hip shots by Conwell. I'm not mad at it. See, this the part I feel like he's smothering his work now. You see Conwell just stepping forward inside. Ain't no work. He ain't really getting distance on his punch. He ain't getting no space to throw the punches when he do that.
Rewind it real quick. This is what I want people to understand.
I don't like that range, Greg. I don't like that range, bro.
Just rewind it one more time. This is what I want people to understand, right? A lot of times, even when guys appear to have good defense, them shots sometimes still get in there. Where you see Conwell slowing down at times, or he's not able to get back where he want, is because he's letting Perez work. He's letting Perez work. He's letting him put shit on him, and this is why the fight looks even. You know what I'm saying? This is why it looked like a close fight. They had their hopes up high. They had their hopes up high for Conwell to go out here and put on the show. Do I believe that? Really? Not really, because again, we fighting the Mexican in San Diego. But you know what I mean? They were talking about what Conwell should have been doing and what Perez was doing. So it started to become a Perez fight. You know what I mean? And if you were listening to the commentators, then yeah, you had Perez winning the fight. But if you watching, it's a very close fight. They getting it in. That's why I said it was a draw.
Nah, it's a close fight. It's a close fight. 3-2. How y'all seeing it, chat? I got 3-2. I got 3-2 Perez right now. And the first one is a swing. You don't know. The first round could have went either way. Good body.
Look how you letting Perez work. Boom. Boom, boom.
Yeah, Perez is outlanding him. He just more volume.
And he coming right back.
Where the body shots, Greg?
Look,
he ain't throwing no goddamn body shots.
That's what I'm saying. He head
body at all.
And he's getting irritated because of Perez's hand speed. Perez is putting combinations together that he's not expecting. And he's short. So that shit getting on his nerves. It might not be hurting him too much, but it's getting on his nerves.
He haven't went to the body this whole round. That's the first body shot I seen.
It was the second I saw. You know what I mean? But we working. Boom. Look, he always giving Perez a chance. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, God. Oh.
He came right back in that one. I like that.
He did, but it seemed like, you know what, Greg? I see fighters do this a lot too, is
Smart
where
tactic.
you don't go to the body unless you get hit in the body. Then you be like, oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna go to the body.
I forgot
feel like
about the
he
body.
wasn't even thinking about the body till he hit you with some shit. And I don't like that. I don't like that.
Rewind it real quick though. Watch this smart tactic by Perez. Watch how he go over top of Conwell and lay on top of his neck and put some pressure on him. Here it come. Right there, right there.
Yep.
That's how
with
you
the hole,
see
with
that?
the hole, with the elbow, all that.
That's how you wear a guy out. That's how you wear him out. Slow him down. Smart tactics. Look at the combinations. Look.
And he's turning them. G, look at the turning too while he throwing them punches.
Exactly.
Turning them also.
He changing the angle. And even though Conwell came back, Conwell trying to find him, so there's no real sauce on his shots.
He hit two, stepped over, and threw another one. I like that. Perez got more skills than people was giving credit for, to be honest.
Exactly. People look at the losses. You can't do that. You gotta look at the man.
Oh, good shot.
That was a good move by Conwell too.
It was. What it looked like he just switched his feet right there. What did he do?
He changed the angle. Circled inside, circle outside, then came back.
Yep.
But he's sitting there waiting for change. That's what I don't like. Back to the jab.
Too much head hunting, bro. Ain't in the good exchange. Oh, they throwing right there.
It was the end of the round. That was good.
He threw 3 body shots the whole round. Come on, man.
These rounds are very close. Very close. Very close. That's why I call this fight a draw. These rounds were too close for me.
Yo, G, Conwell ain't going to the body at all right now, though, man. I feel like, come on, you got to break this guy down. How you gonna break him down and you ain't landing no body shots?
Because Perez is more crafty than what Conwell expected. When you're watching guys on tape, you gotta be careful who you watch tape with, because sometimes they have you looking at one thing, but this guy's more crafty than you think.
And
that's
how y'all got it, chat. How y'all got the score? Chat. We end around 6. How y'all looking?
That's why you're sparring. That's why sparring is important.
4-2. Cyrus say 4-2. Mexican boxing says 5-1. Perez 1-6 from Gorgio. That Philly shell defense ain't for Conwell. I'm sorry.
Round 7. Smothering him.
Yep. Mannix got it a tie.
Look, Conwell look clueless because he looking for.
That's what I'm saying. But G, look at the range. This is what I be talking about, smothering the work. Like he get inside, and then he either don't throw, or when he throw, it don't feel like he got the real leverage on the shots that he usually get.
Exactly, smothering his work. You said it perfectly. Good body shot.
Why you think he living on the inside so much?
Who that?
Conwell. Like, why you think he's trying to live there in his chest? He in his chest the whole time now.
Because he's paying attention to the height of the man instead of exactly what he got in front of him. He's looking at the height of him. So he figured he got to get close. But he's getting too close because he's not getting enough range for his shots. Again, Conwell arms is longer than what he giving himself credit.
Oh, good uppercut. Yo, Perez got this sneaky uppercut that he be doing.
Perez is crafty, very crafty. Perez is one of them guys you really got to set him up. You got to play mind games with Perez. You can't just walk straight to him.
I agree.
He's too smart.
I don't see no setups.
And you said it perfectly. Conwell smothering his work. That was good body work.
Nice little short cut inside.
But then he letting my boy get changed. He letting him come right back.
Right.
This is a great fight, though. This is a great fight. Look at the combinations.
Yep. Threw 3 of them joints. Oh, nice uppercut. Oh, good shot by Conwell.
Good, good. This is a great fight. Great fight. Boom,
Good body.
boom, 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 boom. Look, boom, boom,
Oh,
boom.
they banging out.
They
Pause.
go, they going, yeah, they going back and forth. This is why I had this fight a draw. They getting it in. This is a phone booth joint. Boom, good body work. Boom, boom, boom,
Oh, good
boom.
shot.
Good hook
That
up
hook
top.
caught him right there. Yeah, that hook up top. Oh,
Boom,
good body shot.
boom,
Oh, another hook.
boom, boom. But look how Perez is getting his hands off, and Conwell maybe give you one shot. Boom, boom, boom,
Oh God.
boom. Look at the combinations. Boom,
Yeah.
boom. Conwell come back with 1 or 2 shots. Boom, boom, boom. Look, boom, boom, boom. Look, he putting that
I
shit
like how
together.
he be leaning to the side too, Perez. When he get out of position, he'll lean on you to the side.
Boom, yeah. That's why them lanky guys could be crafty if they learn how to relax. He's very relaxed. That
Man,
was a
that's a
good
good
round.
round. Yeah,
That was a good
that
round.
was a crazy round. I ain't gonna lie. That was a
That's
crazy round. I
that's
don't know.
why.
Who y'all got winning that round, man? Listen, this is Greg Hackett, Najee Chill, Cigar Talk. We breaking down this goddamn fight, man. Come on. You can't get this type of insight nowhere. Where are you getting this? If you a boxing fan, where are you getting this? Where's my goddamn Henny? Excuse me. Excuse me. Where my goddamn Henny at, man? I gotta pull up. This is getting crazy right now.
We going into the 8th round, ladies and gentlemen.
This is getting crazy right now. Where my Henny at?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta pull up. Listen, man. I'm
Mm-hmm.
pulling up for Charles Conwell, man. My nigga took the damn son.
Mm-hmm.
But I still like Conwell, though. I still like him. I still support him. I think he's a good fighter. How y'all got it? 4-3 Perez going to the 8th. Yeah, look, I see a lot of 4-3 Perez. Cyrus, oh, you gave that one to Conwell. Okay.
Yeah, this is a great fight. This is a great fight.
All right, round 8, y'all. Round 8. We almost 3/4 of the way there.
Mm-hmm. Look at the shots he
He
getting.
didn't outwork, too, though. Perez is just outworking him to me, also.
Yeah, the punch count. Yeah.
Even when he not landing, it's just out. He outworking. Nope. Head hunting again. No body work.
And Conwell isn't setting up that 1-2. He just throwing the 1-2. He not setting it up.
Right.
Watch.
Oh, good body shot.
Closed in with nothing. I mean, short uppercut on the inside, though. I like that.
Yo, G, it's no body work so far. It's a minute in. We ain't getting no body shots from Conwell.
Mm-hmm. And Perez know how to fight off angles, man. This is a great fight. It's a great fight. Short
Perez
uppercut.
ain't look like this in them videos either, man. Oh, good shot. Nice. That's first body shots I saw the whole round.
But Perez got them elbows nice and low. He not letting him get that. He not letting Conwell get the angle he want.
Sure
Boom,
do.
boom, look, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, good counter.
Boom,
Oh,
boom.
good body shot.
And you know why
Perez
Perez?
returning everything. Yo, G, hold on, let me pause this. That's the other thing that's like every time Conwell gets some momentum,
Yeah,
Perez come back with some shit. He not just letting you get off, and I'm not getting off. He don't do that.
exactly. And you know why? You know why Perez is going to the body? That's the one part of the body you can't really move. Like, you know how you can slip with your head and you can give an angle with your shoulders. You can't really move your body. You can. There's some guys out there freaky like that, but Conwell don't have
Most
that type.
people, yeah.
Yeah, he don't have that type of
Unless you
ability.
sweet pea doing that, then it
Yeah,
ain't. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why you see that body getting chopped up like that. Good uppercut.
Okay. Oh God, good shot.
Good
Oh,
combination.
good shot. He catching him standing there, G. He's standing there looking. Hold up. Let
Exactly.
me go back. What the? Come on. What is Conwell doing? It looked like he's just standing there.
Boom,
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 boom.
boom. Gave me a little bit of head movement. He
But
tried.
where's the distance? Step out though. Step out, nigga.
Step out. Make
He
him
throwing
reset.
two and standing. He's throwing two, but staying in there.
Mm-hmm. Good. Good. Picking at him. Look, good. Combinations. Now Perez is beating him to the punch with the speed. But like you said earlier, the punch is coming from all over. So Conwell just getting irritated. Conwell should be going to the body more, like you said. But he's not. He trying to get a knockout. He trying to hurt the guy.
But that's the whack part. I feel like the knockout comes from the body. That's where the knockout come from.
Exactly. You gotta set it up. Good uppercut. But nothing behind it. He can't really find the angle he's looking for. Perez wrapping him up too. That's smart. He
And
tucked
he's
that glove
smothering
in.
himself. He don't got no
Boom,
room to even get the power leverage.
boom, 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 boom. Look how many punches he let him get off. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Yo, G, for a tall guy, Perez could fight inside with them them little short hooks and them little short body shots.
Look at
A
that
lot of
combination,
guys
man. Look at that. Run it
yeah, that
back,
was crazy. Let
Notch.
me
Look at
run it.
that.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was
That was
crazy.
that
Oh, let
this
me go
this shit.
twice. Let me go twice. That
This
was
the shit I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Now he's getting Conwell's definitely getting outworked this round. But he's headhunting. Look, I watch this beautiful combination Perez put together. It
oh God, that was 5.
was that might have been 6, 7. That was a lot of shots.
Yeah. Oh, good shot. Oh,
Perez letting his hands go. He know his range real well. And he throws short punches. Look, outworking him. And that was, and listen, I'm gonna tell you why they giving Perez the rounds. Because he's finishing like that. He's finishing the rounds like that. So that's why they gave Perez the fight, because he's finishing. He's finishing with numbers. He know he's paying attention to the time. You know what I mean?
even when it's not even all hard shots, but he's still throwing them bitches and still
If
landing shit
if
though.
you notice, it always looked like Conwell win the beginning of the round and then Perez win the end of the round. So what happens is the judges looking at the last impression. The last impression is Perez putting combinations together. It's a smart way to fight, man. It's great tactics. Perez is an educated fighter, man. Look, putting them numbers together. Bing. Good
Nice.
combination back
Yeah,
by
that was nice.
Conwell.
Oh, good body shot. See, even right there, Conwell landed the. Let me show you that Conwell landed the cleaner work,
Mm-hmm.
but he threw so much shit right here that. Hold on, let me go back a little bit. He threw so much shit right there that it's like,
Mm-hmm.
look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He landed one up. He landed one good one. 2 bodies. Landed another one. But that exchange, I gave it to Perez though, even though Conwell landed the cleaner work.
Mm-hmm. But he was getting out punched that round.
Yeah.
It's the ninth round.
9th round, y'all. Breakdown. Cigar talk. Greg Hackett.
Mm-hmm.
Best breakdowns in boxing.
Mm-hmm. Now what we're watching is a Perez style fight, because Perez is working whenever he want to work.
I agree.
And watch
Conwell
how,
fighting this fight.
yep, Perez is slowing the pace down by wrapping him up. But watch at the 1 minute and 30-second mark. Watch how Perez start putting them combinations together. Right now we at 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Perez taking his time.
Body.
Good body work, slapping him with the hook. He just irritated him. He putting the numbers together. But watch when we get to that 130. Good combination. Good combination. And see how he changed the angle? Run that
Yeah.
back. Run that
Yeah.
back. You see how he changed the angle? Now what happens is Conwell feel like he don't have a chance to fire back. Pop, 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 pop. Step over.
Yeah,
Pop.
I ain't gonna
Look.
lie. Yo, Greg, this combination right here remind me of some David Benavidez type shit. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Benavidez be doing a
Pop, pop,
turn it
pop.
up.
Look. Conwell ain't got nothing for him. Look. He ain't had no return. Especially because he head hunting. And we had 1 minute and 40 seconds.
He
It
trying to do
keep
that. He trying to do the head trick too, where you lean
it,
on the
it keeps smothering him. Now we had 1 minute and 30.
oh good body shot.
Now you see Perez picking it up. Watch how Perez start picking it up. Bing, 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 bing. Look. Bing, 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 bing. He throwing shots from everywhere. Bing.
The angles is crazy.
Yeah, he got Conwell in heat. He got him in heat right now.
Oh, good shot by Conwell. I
For
like
sure.
the double jab with the to the right hand.
But he always get too close to get wrapped up.
Yeah.
That slows the pace down. Then Perez
Uh,
come back with shots. We at the 50-second mark. Bing. Bing. Perez on his toes. Smart boxing. Bing, bing. Look, smothering, grabbing. Look.
Yep.
Yeah.
But look, you see, he's willfully going in there, smothering his work. Conwell's doing
Bing, bing.
Perez.
Yep. Yeah.
Conwell's smothering his own work.
Yep. Bing, bing. Yep.
Nah, G, he's smothering everything, G, and then he's just trying to do them overhand
20
bullshit.
seconds. Yep. 15 seconds. We got 15 seconds. Bing. Look at the combinations. It's a good round, but Conwell lost this round for sure. Bing. Conwell ain't really do too much. Look, he holding on. Bell ring. Bing.
Damn.
Round
All right. Yo, we almost to the end, y'all. Make
Now,
sure you come up with some love.
Perez threw about 3 sets or 4 sets of combinations that won him the round because Conwell really ain't do shit that round.
Let me put the I want to hit a corner real quick, man. If I get a strike, whatever.
How are you feeling? You have enough air? You have enough air? Okay, we need 3 more rounds. 3 more rounds. This is the 10th round. This is the most important rounds. We need to whip them. We need to be on top of them a lot. Repeat, 1, 2. If you get close, step to the side. 10.
He said these are the most important rounds. He's right.
Right.
Championship rounds. Round 10.
I ain't see no adjustments yet from Conwell.
Yeah, he lost right now. He lost. He don't know what to do. Keeping the range good. Sneaky shots in there. Oh, ran him into a right hand. That was beautiful. A little short counter by Perez. Conwell's frustrated right now. He's very frustrated.
Yep.
And he's head hugging. Look at the hand speed.
He doing the David Benavidez, man. Benavidez be doing that. The quick ass hand speed and then step over.
Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing.
Oh, good body shot by Conwell.
Mm-hmm. But he giving me 1. Bing, bing, bing. Look, he getting outpointed. Bing, bing, bing. But look, all right, rewind it.
Smothered. He's smothering his work again, G. He keeps smothering his work, though.
But not just that. Remember what? Rewind a little bit more. Remember when I said Conwell don't give you defense right off of the offense? Watch how Perez throw a combination, then he fall to one side and he fall back to the other side. Or we could call it slipping. We can call it slipping as well. But watch how he do that. Bing, bing. Look at the movement. Look. Bing, bing, bing. See how he slip over? Bing, bing, bing.
Right.
Bing. See how he slipping? See?
And then throwing. Slip, throw.
Yeah, he find the angles. That's how he's confusing Conwell. Conwell don't know what to do. Then he go back to the body. Bing, good job.
Here go Conwell smothering his work again. Smothering his work again.
Yep. But look how Perez just keeping the angles. He's staying on outside of the shoulder. Good body shot. Beautiful smother. Bing, bing. And this is because
why you think he can't step over though? Why you think he can't do the step over? Remember before, boom, he hit him with the hook. Then he stepped over and threw it again. I feel like he's not stepping over. He's not giving no angles, nothing.
Yeah, but that was just some muscle memory shit, some shit that just came out. But this is the mindset. The mindset is get him. But what is get him? What is that? What is get him? Get him with what? You know what I'm saying? So he's getting in range, but then he's not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then Perez is throwing him off with the angles. Bang, what up, Bang?
Yo, great. That's your man you be doing the joint with? I think I seen the videos before.
Yeah, that's my guy, Bang. Yep. Good fella.
Yo, Bang, salute, man. I seen your videos before, man. Salute, brother.
Yep, that's my man. Shout out to Houston. See the angles? That was nasty. Rewind that.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Let me go back one more, too.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was nasty. And the reason he's able to do that is because Conwell is falling forward. He's just falling forward. So he's not controlling his weight. He's just letting the weight fall forward. Watch this nasty angle he catch. Wing. You know what I'm saying? He was able to get the left hand off.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Conwell just falling in. good. He getting beat with that hook every time.
And he keep touching the body.
Look at the hand
Oh,
speed.
nice hook up top.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm gonna tell you
He's
something
frustrated,
too.
hold on. Let me say this, G. He
Yeah.
frustrated with them back of the head punches. Perez don't give a fuck. He throwing as soon as we get the clinch, I'm hitting you in the back of the head. And
Yep.
Conwell being frustrated right there.
And let me tell you something. When we get in the championship rounds, is all right. How can I say this? Real punchers, they carry power the whole way through. I'm not saying Conwell isn't a puncher, but when you working a guy out like this and you go into the body, he's taking steam out of him. So the punches that may have hurt him hurt him in the first, second, third round, they don't feel the same anymore. So Perez is comfortable, almost like this is a sparring session.
Yeah. He's frustrated. You can tell Conwell's frustrated right now. He's very frustrated right now.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. 1 minute left in the 10th round.
Yep.
Oh, good shot right there. Hold up. Good shot by Conwell, though. That was a good shot.
And while Conwell's head hunting, he getting beat to the body. Bing. Bing. Good right hand.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. Watch the body work, though. Perez constantly punching him in that body, even though he was wrapping him up.
Yeah, you got to wrap him up. I'll throw him in a little headlock for a quick 2 seconds.
Yeah. Bing, bing. Look at the combination.
Body shot.
Beautiful. Bing, bing. Bing. Bing, bing. And this is the end of the round. We got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. And Perez is putting his hands together. Bing, bing, bing. But Conwell losing a lot of steam. The punches don't feel the same.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, G. The steam definitely got taken out.
Look at the combination. Bing, bing, bing. Look. You got to give him credit for that. Perez is very crafty.
Oh, good hook, though.
Yeah, that was a good hook.
By Conwell.
But he getting outworked. Look, he getting outworked.
That's the thing. You know how this shit go, man. It be like, are you giving clean, effective punches, or the guy that's really throwing the volume, and he might not he landed some of them, not all of them, but throwing them.
But it's fair. It's also fair to say Conwell's losing this second half because he just was frustrated. Hey, Nods, real quick, I gotta go to the bathroom, gang.
All right, yeah. Let me pause it. Yo, come on, y'all. This is a good ass breakdown, man. We getting a great insight. Right now, how y'all scoring it right now? We just finished round 10. 2 more rounds and we done. How y'all scoring it? Tell me y'all scores. Let's hit the scores in the chat. Damn, Charles went from 900 to minus 900 and minus 250. I got to give round 10 to Perez on the second watch. 92-98 Perez. Bar C, 6-4 Perez. I ain't mad at that, y'all. 8-2. God damn, Gorgior. 8-2 for Perez? Damn. You like Glenn Feldman, the judge. God damn, nigga. 7-3 for Perez. I ain't mad. 7-3 for Perez on the second watch. How you had it the first watch, Cyrus? How you had it the first watch? Yo, listen, this is a great fight, man. Great content. Greg Hackett in the building. Cigar Talk. We breaking down the fights. Make sure y'all watch that interview with Bill Haney and Devin Haney. Been making waves on this YouTube. Couch should have took the shades off for what strategy he was giving Conwell. Oh, coach. Most people wife for Perez after they know he won. What you mean wife? Like, what you mean? Oh, salute H Money in the building. Salute my guy H Money. Salute H. Yeah, man, this was a close fight, but I feel like I don't like what I'm seeing, man. I don't like that Conwell ain't going to the body. I don't like that he's smothering his own work, and he's getting outworked. He's losing the fight to me right now. He's losing the fight.
Second half is definitely bad for him.
All right, let's get to it. We in round 11, y'all. Championship rounds. These are the last 2.
For sure.
Good body. Oh, good hook up top.
That was good.
Look at this distance, bro. Look at the rain. Why are you smothering everything? I mean, I know he landed it right there, but it's just too smothered for me, man. All right, y'all. Last 2 rounds. We breaking it down. Round 11 coming up. Conwell getting an education in this fight. That's a fact. He gonna come back stronger, I believe.
Yeah, he got a lot to learn. He got to use his ability more.
I just don't see the IQ like I feel like I should have been seeing, Greg. I feel like the IQ to me is a little lackluster.
Well, here's the thing, Naj. When you putting it all on the line, this is your first 12-round fight. It's a lot of pressure because you're not at home and you got to get the job done. So the mind becomes one track. You know what I mean? You got one track mind, and which is what you keep hearing in the corner. Go get him. Go get him. You know what I mean? So he's not thinking skills. He's thinking go get him. When he was working behind his jab, he was just fine. But you know, he started feeling the urgency to pick it up.
But even that, he ain't been jabbing the last 2 rounds, really.
Yeah, because it's getting close. Because it's getting close. Naj, we at the end. We at the end.
But I feel like you got to set up the hooks, though. He ain't even setting this shit up, though.
Yeah, but he in heat, Naj. He in heat. You know how hot it is right now in that ring?
Yeah.
The body temperature might be at 110 degrees, some shit like that. 112, some shit like that. And then you feel like your back is against the wall because the crowd ain't for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know all eyes are on you because you the guy they keep talking about, but you're getting outworked.
Good body shots, though. I just don't like coming in with wild hooks behind no jab, man. I don't like that.
Good body work.
Oh, good body by Perez. Yo, G, Perez going to the body the whole fight, though.
Yes,
sir. The whole fight, this nigga been committed to that body.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And at this point, Conwell is super desperate. And Perez know it. You know what I'm saying? So Conwell just trying to do whatever he could do, but it's too late, to be honest, at this point.
Yeah.
And all right, pause. You gotta realize something about the little small things happening in the ring. Rewind it real quick. Watch how Perez throw this overhand, but he fall to his left side to throw the angle off for Conwell. Conwell don't have a shot after that. You gotta watch stuff like that. Guy, he's very crafty, very crafty. These them guys you gotta watch out for. That's why I said matchmaking is important, man. But as a coach, studying is important. Look, now watch you fall in with this right overhand. Here it come. Boom. Boom. You see how he was on the outside of Conwell right hand?
Yeah.
So Conwell ain't have a shot.
And he keep going to the outside, too.
Yep. Now he just desperate. Now Conwell just desperate.
Nice counter.
This the 11th round.
See, he tried to take a little step back there to throw the right hook, but it's too little, too late. Good body shot. Still, he's still working the body, Perez.
Yeah, and the body work is paying dividends for sure.
Oh, good, nice hook. Smothering his work again, bro. Look at this, smothering his work again. I'm mad at Conwell. I'm sending you an invoice, nigga.
Now, rewind it real quick. Rewind it real quick. I want you to see something. Watch how, right there. Watch how Perez missed this last right hand because Conwell took a step back, right? We're going to see it at the end of the round. The bell going to ring right afterwards. You see, pushing back, step back. Look, that's what he should have been making Perez do early in the fight. If he would have made Perez do that earlier in the fight, keep taking steps back after he get his hands off, Perez would have got tired. Because after you miss a bunch of times, you know what I mean? That's what happens to the body. The body
that wears you down. Missing take more energy than just connecting.
And the reason it takes more energy because mentally you're getting tired. Because you're getting tired of missing. So what happens is your confidence level drops as you missing punches.
I like this. ET Boxing says Conwell in his corner relied on that power too much.
Yep.
Thought they could just beat on board. I kind of agree with that. What you think?
No, that's absolutely right. That's my man Empty the Clip. He know what he talking about. My boy Clip.
I know he from Philly. Nigga said bull.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Philly bull.
12th and final round.
All right, y'all. Last round, y'all. Last round of the breakdown. Greg Hacket, Cigar Talk. Empty the Clip, man. Salute. I didn't know who he was. Empty the Clip.
Good guy.
Will he do content too?
Yeah, he got some good shit. And he a straight shooter. He shoots straight to the point. He ain't with all the bullshit.
All right, salute. Empty the Clip. Salute.
And pay attention how Perez is okay with being close to him now because it's the end of the fight.
Body shot. Hold up, yo, G. Look how you see the difference to me though. Is like right here. Let me rewind it twice.
Yeah,
I feel like when Perez is on the inside, he still creates openings to give himself space. He throw a body shot and then he stepped back to throw the other one to give himself space to get leverage on the power shots.
Exactly. He's an educated.
You see, he moved back right there.
Yeah, and he sat down real good.
Move right back to throw the other hook to get himself a little more space.
Yep, educated fighter.
Boom, boom.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Conwell just stay there. He don't move back to give no space at all to get low leverage on the shots.
Yeah. Well, Conwell is at the point where he's just crashing out.
Yeah.
Look, no defense on the way in, so you're getting caught with combinations. Look.
Yeah.
No defense on the way in. Yep.
And Perez got decent head movement too. Decent head movement.
For sure.
Especially for a Mexican fighter. Decent head movement for sure.
Good mix.
Body shot. Yeah. Oh, I like that. El Chino. Oh, nice hook.
Perez, no, he got the fight in the bag, so he okay with being on the inside now. Let's just smother the work and make sure, he don't get hit with a big shot.
Right.
Look, still getting the combinations off, even though he got his back to the ropes. Conwell blowing hot air. Steam is going. Turn him out. Yep. Great fighter. Perez is a great fighter. He one of them guys you got to study, but people don't like to study because his style not pretty, but he working.
Yo, G, I feel like he ain't looked this good in them videos I was watching, bro.
Yeah, because you gotta understand circumstances with camps. He might have had a full camp. He might have had a great camp for this fight. Them other fights, he might have took them on short notice. We don't know. He might have been working a full-time job. You never know what this guy been going through.
Right.
But with this fight, beating the undefeated Olympian, he put himself in position. And that's what people got to understand. That's why you can't underestimate guys, because you don't know what was happening in their careers prior to this. You know what I'm saying? He might have gave it all he had in camp for this fight. So you can't always go off the tape neither. You got to just be well prepared.
Yeah.
Conwell is just used to being a bully.
And this guy ain't scared of you.
He not scared.
Damn. Oh man.
Yep. Great fight.
That was a great. Hold on. Let me stop my screen. All right, y'all. Listen, man. That was a great fight. Great breakdown. Greg Hacket, Cigar Talk. Charles Conwell. Let me put your Cash App in the chat one more time. Yo, let me know, y'all. How y'all see the fight? How'd y'all score it? And then how'd y'all like them breakdown, man? Greg was giving out gems as always.
I had it after watching it. I had it 7-5 Perez.
I think I had it 8-4, but I'm not mad at 7-5 either.
Yeah, 7-5 Perez. Great fight. 8-4 is definitely fair. After watching it again and really thoroughly breaking it down, yeah. Great fight. That's the second half.
So, all right, does Conwell, can he come back and really do this thing again? Like, can he be an elite guy at 54?
Yeah, he could definitely be an elite guy because he knows high level boxing. He understands it. The problem is he needs to understand who he is, and he needs to work on his ability and you know, just some of the basic rules of boxing, like moving your head after you punch. You know what I'm saying? Resetting, things like that, going to the body. You know what I'm saying? He just gotta understand. You know, he has to make adjustments. You can't just go in there and be a bully. These are not kids that you're fighting. These are grown men that have kids, that have families to support. So you got to go in there on your best at all
Do you think
times.
the power sometimes makes niggas feel like, you know what I mean? I forego the skills because I can knock niggas out?
Listen, George Foreman thought because he could punch hard, he was going to just knock Ali out. And that's the same thing that got him in trouble. And not only did he lose, he got stopped. You know what I'm saying? So if you got to learn from that, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn from those before you. You know what I mean? A lot of people say because of my record, I shouldn't be talking about boxing, but I made a lot of mistakes and I understand the mistakes I made and I understand the game. So therefore, I can tell you these things. You got to learn from those before you. So I'm exactly somebody you should listen to because I know what not to do because I did it wrong. You understand what I'm saying?
Tell me about that, Greg, because people be saying that, right? Like you obviously, if you anybody who listen to you, you got clearly have a lot of boxing knowledge, a lot of
Yeah,
insight. But like you
yeah,
said, people be saying, well, your record was 3-20, whatever it is.
yeah.
Um, how does it work? How do you like be losing fights if you got the insight like how you got though?
First of all, it has to do with my physical makeup. You know what I mean? I'm not the tallest guy. I'm 5'6", but from the day I started boxing, I weighed 147 pounds at 12 years old. So my physical makeup, I'm very strong, but my weight, you know what I mean, pick up very easily. That's one thing. Two, I'm from the trenches. You know what I mean? My father was drug addicted and my mother is a gangster. You understand? So therefore, they was kids that had a kid and they didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So the streets raised me. You know what I'm saying? My mother was a great mother. My father is a good guy. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't know what he was doing. She didn't know what she was doing. So therefore, I was raised by the streets. With me being raised by the streets at a very young age, I got big trust issues, and I always did what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So getting into boxing, yes, it helped me. But if you're not with the right people, things are not going to go the right way for you. Also, I'm from Philadelphia, which has a very, very rich history. If you don't get in the rankings as an amateur, you're not going to be looked at. So I didn't have I didn't have a manager, I didn't have a promoter. All I knew was my phone was ringing for traps, and I was picking that motherfucker up. And if it was a 168 trap, I was gonna go get it. If it was a light heavyweight trap, I was gonna go get it. It was a
Yeah.
54 trap, I'm gonna go get it. Now I'm a very skillful fighter, but what I didn't understand was the A side, B side, because that was things that they kept secret. Nobody understood A side, B side till Floyd started talking about it. By that time, it was too late. You know what I'm saying? Now, I educated myself when I went on the road and I was fighting in other people's hometowns and shit like that. I would watch everything around me. As far as watching the sport, I always loved the sport and I paid attention to the small, intricate things of boxing. And that's where my education came from. And I never turned down no smoke. So that's how I learned about what was happening in the ring. You understand? So I mean, to sum it up, I just didn't give myself a fair shake. I'm not blaming anybody. I didn't give myself a fair shake. I should have turned pro at 140 pounds, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not bitter. I love my life. I love who I am. I got 3 kids. I'm still out here. A lot of my friends been shot and killed and in jail and shit like that. And I'm out here and I'm alive. You know what I'm
I
saying?
respect that, bro. I
And I
respect that. I
feel
got two
great.
more questions, G. One is this week we got Conor Ben versus Chris Eubank. I went
Absolutely.
on the record and I said I think Conor Ben gonna pull off the upset. He's the underdog according to
Mm,
Vegas odds, but
mm.
I just feel like what I've seen from Chris Eubanks recently. One is he seems like he's past his prime a little bit. Two, when I looked at the fight with Liam Smith, Liam Beefy is a crazy nickname, but that's a nigga nickname though. But when I see that fight, he
Yeah,
overwhelmed him though. He
yeah,
just came in there and put, they say pressure bursts pipes. Yes,
yeah,
skills pay the bills, but you got
yeah,
to have more skills than the amount of pressure that's coming, or you're gonna succumb to the pressure. And I just seen Liam Smith do that to him, and I
yeah,
feel like Conor Ben's athletic pressure is gonna give him a lot of trouble. How you
yeah.
see that fight?
What you making some great points. The only thing I'm mad at Eubank about is not training with what's my guy named
Roy
Bomac.
Jones. Roy Jones.
Bomac. When he
Oh,
was
Bo.
training, when he trained with Bomac for that one fight, he looked great. I think he should have kept that up. Even if Bomac wasn't able to travel over there, he still know the team. I don't like that they put him on a 10-pound weight class. I feel like he's not going to be as strong as he's supposed to be. He's not going to be as energized as he's supposed to be. So, with that being said, I got Connor Ben winning, by decision.
Okay, I see the same thing. And last but not least, let's get to the May 2nd fights. How you feel about Devin Haney Ramirez, man?
I think that's a great fight for Devin Haney. Devin Haney is known for tough fights. Devin Haney is a hell of a boxer. If he go in there and box, he gonna do great. If he go in there and try to be tough when he don't have to be, he going to give the fight away to Ramirez. Simple as that.
Okay. What about Rolly and Ryan?
Whoever get caught first lose.
You think Rolly got a chance in that fight?
Rolly's an animal, and so is Ryan Garcia. But they both cartoon characters. So whoever catch the other one first is over.
I feel like Rolly gonna get his ass whooped. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, he might.
All right, last but not least, the rematch. Well, actually, hold on. Before the rematch, T.O. versus Arnold Barboza.
I think T.O. gonna knock Arnold Barboza out in the 5th round.
Oh, damn, early. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then last but not least, the rematch. Tell me about the rematch. Ryan versus Devin, the rematch.
Oh, like I said, if Devin realize who he is as a boxer, don't try to go out there and be a gangster. Just be sharp. I think Dev will beat him on points. But again, if he go out there and he feel the pressure and feel the need that he need to fight Ryan Garcia, then he gonna get caught again. You know what I mean? I'm saying that because Ryan Garcia is super fast, bro. Especially with that hook. That's one of the fastest hooks, sharpest hooks I've seen in a long time. But Devin has all the skills to go in there and dismantle Ryan Garcia's style. But like I said, if you go in there and be too tough, and this is the thing, I don't know what it is, but them being in the amateurs with each other and 3-3, they split the fights. What that tells me is whoever shows up that night pulls it off. They got a thing for each other. You know what I'm saying? What that means is Ryan could be the best that night, or Dev could be the best that night. You know what I'm saying? Neither is really more dominant than the other one. It's just that Ryan has a little bit advantage in the pros with the power. So that's why you got to take the power away. You know what I'm saying? So that's a 50-50 fight again.
Okay. All right, yo, G, I appreciate your time as always, brother.
Yes, sir.
Come back next week before the Devin and Ryan fight. I think that's a good one that we could break down.
For sure. Just let me know, my boy.
All right, yo, I appreciate you, G. Thank you, man.
Likewise.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Come on, man. Greg Hackett be giving out that insight. I ain't gonna lie. Greg, one of them guys when it come to breaking this boxing shit down. I thought that was a really good breakdown, a lot of insight, and I want to do this once a week. I want to bring people on with great boxing minds so we can talk about the fight and really analyze it. Let's break it down analytically. Let's get to the nitty gritty. This for the real boxing fans. I do interviews for the casuals, you know what I'm saying? But this for the real boxing fans. So I want to continue these breakdowns. Greg is one of the best at doing these breakdowns. So I appreciate that, brother, for coming up here. Yo, Bang Bang, why you hating on Greg, man? They saying you Southpaw TV's burner. ETC, one day I'm be on here breaking down the fight. All right. Yo, ETC, I'm gonna check out your channel, brother. Yo, all right, let me put this in the chat. Link in the chat right now. Before we get up out of here, I'm gonna invite a few people up. Let's just talk. I want to hear your thoughts on the fight. How did you see the Charles Conwell fight versus Perez? What you think about Charles Conwell? And then last but not least, I want to know about Chris Eubank and Conor Benn. Chris Eubank and Conor Benn fighting this weekend in the UK. My girlfriend says I got 20 minutes. I'm off the Henny. Y'all know what time it is. Your brother, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So let's just let's do it. Link in the chat. Come pull up. Link in the chat. Yeah, man, camera's on, bro. I gotta see who I'm talking to, man. Camera's on. Camera's on, y'all. Camera's on. Link is in the chat right now. Let me know how y'all feeling. What y'all thought about that? What y'all thought about the Charles Conwell fight? And what y'all thought about the Chris Eubank, Conor Ben? Nod, you got a curfew now? Shit. Shit. If you seen her, you would have a curfew too, bro. Yeah, I mean, if you seen her, you would have a curfew too, my brother. You feel me? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hold up. I had 2 people in the chat that just left. What's up, man? Come talk to me. Or else I'm gonna end the chat. Oh, Cyrus, you heard that? Cyrus, you heard that? She like, yeah. She over here wilding. I'm just saying, man. Come on, man. If you seen her, you would have a curfew too off the Henny. It's a Henny night. Anything is possible tonight. The imaginary chick we never heard. Come on, John. You gonna do me like that, John? Y'all be swearing I don't got no hoes, bro. Y'all be swearing I ain't got no hoes, bro. I don't know why. All right. I had 2 people in the chat, man. Niggas ain't coming up to the chat. What's up, man? Come up to the chat. I'm gonna put the link in one more time. If nobody come up, I'm gonna just get up out of here. I had 2 people come up and then they dropped off. Christian 951, man. Come on, man. Been up for 2 hours. I feel like people don't want to come up with their camera on. They scared of getting roasted by the chat, but come on, man. That's what the chat do. I got somebody right here with the camera off. Sam G. Sam G, what's popping? Talk to me. Yo, Sam G. Yo, Sam G, what's popping?
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's going on, brother? You ain't gonna turn that camera on, man?
Bro, it's dark in here, bro.
All right, talk to me, man. I got Bang Bang next. Bang Bang, I want to talk to you, bro. What's up, man? How did you see the breakdown of Charles Conwell?
Yeah, I saw the breakdown, but I saw the fight live too, man.
What'd you think?
I don't know. I was high off of Conwell. I thought he was gonna win.
Me too.
But I don't know. He just looked like he wasn't ready. He just looked like, a deer in headlights. Like maybe towards the end of the fight, he got gassed or something. That's why he was holding him. But I don't know.
How did
I didn't understand why he was holding him.
Did you have Conwell winning, or did you have?
Yeah. Winning in like knockout too.
Yeah, I bet on the knockout, and boy, was I wrong. Hold on, did you have Perez winning the fight though? Like after it was over, you had Perez winning, or did you have Conwell up?
Oh, after the fight, yeah, for sure, Perez. He just looked more active, right? So,
yeah, okay. Tell me about how do you feel about Conor Ben versus Chris Eubank?
So looking at it from, I would say from a distance, it looks like Conor's like the more powerful, active, younger fighter, right? But if you look at the weight's going to be a huge issue, I think.
Why you say that though?
Because I mean, a smaller guy trying to knock out somebody that's bigger, it's going to be a little tough, right? I mean, I look at Mikey Garcia trying to fight Spence, right? I don't know if you remember that fight.
Yeah, I was there. I was there for that fight.
Oh, okay. He just didn't look like he was in a different
I just think at that time Spence was still in his prime. It feels like to me that Eubank is out of his prime to me.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my only thing. Even though he's the better boxer, taller, bigger guy, long jab, he got more skills. But I just seen him get overwhelmed in the recent years. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like that pressure is going to be a lot for him. Because even though people say Conor Ben ain't had a stoppage since he came back off the PEDs, But
Yeah,
the last 2 fighters he fought, he was still throwing some shit. He ain't stop him, but he
he
hurt niggas.
was.
He hurt
He
niggas.
was, but he also looked like he was gassed too. Like I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
if
he
the
gets
whole
gassed. I
PED
agree. He gets gassed late though. He does get gassed
he
late.
does, and then I don't know if Eubanks has like the energy too because he's older. So it's gonna be interesting. I feel like somebody might get hurt in the first couple rounds, like the first 5, 6.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Eubank can pull it off. I mean, sorry, Ben could pull it off in the first 5, 6.
Yeah, if he do it, it got to be early. I agree with you.
Exactly.
Got to be
So,
early if he
and
do
that
it.
weight might drag him, might make him slower. So
Or make him stronger, maybe. Even though
true.
they talking about the eggs and all that, but
Yeah, true. You never know.
okay. Yo, Sam, I appreciate you pulling up, good brother.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yo, let me get bang bang. Pause. Yo, turn the camera on, bro. Why you turned your camera off? I gotta see who I'm talking to, man. Come on, y'all wilding tonight. This is a camera show. Yo, Sai, you next up, Sai.
Yo, what up?
Yo, what's up? I thought you was Southport TV on the low. I thought you was Southport TV. That's what they were saying in the chat.
Yeah, I'm located where he at though.
Where, Chicago?
Yeah, he out
Why,
west. I'm out. He out west. I'm out south.
why you don't like Greg Hackett?
Man, Greg, I can talk too much, man.
What you mean? He just be doing breakdowns, though.
Not really. Not really. Every time I listen to him, it's boost, boost, boost. I mean, and then it's like, okay, I study boxing, bro. I box myself, so I'm looking at all these small cats. You know what I'm saying? They, you know what I'm saying, pawn for boost to fight these dudes moving up, and then I'm just listening to this motherfucker Zab Judah talking about motherfucking Brian Norman Jr. should fight Keith one time, motherfucking 154. Why y'all looking for Shorty to fight dudes coming down and looking for Boots to fight motherfuckers coming up? It's a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Put them 2 motherfuckers in the ring or put them motherfuckers at the same size like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. He been weight bullying motherfuckers all his life, Devin Haney. Now y'all praising this nigga. He finally fought somebody that size, got pieced up. Y'all try to say he was on PEDs. That wasn't true. I don't give a fuck if he fight motherfucking Ryan Garcia 1,000 times. Ryan Garcia go beat him up 1,000 times, bro.
Hold
Period.
up. Hey, hold up. You saying in the rematch Ryan Garcia gonna beat up Devin Haney in the rematch?
Go beat the shit out of him, bro. I promise you that. I got 5 bands on that, and I promise you that.
5 bands?
I got 5 bands on that. I stand on that shit, bro. I'm talking about I hit you up. I promise you that. Put that shit up. I don't give a fuck.
I might have to pick you up on that offer, bang bang.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Pick me up on that offer, bro. Look, Devin ain't like that, man. I'm talking about I box, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to glorify none of this shit. I've been boxing since I was 12, bro. I spent 15 years in motherfucking Stateville. I boxed down there, man. I ain't never lost a motherfucking fight. Now, I done been beat up in a street fight. Yeah, that's all wrestling and shit. I done lost a couple of them. But boxing, bro, I'm a motherfucking monster. These dudes ain't like that. Even I like Tank, bro, but I even see how he win his fights. He don't really just go at motherfuckers. Like motherfuckers talking about he dominated Ryan. He didn't dominate Ryan. Ryan brought the fight to him, and Tank got them and did a few moves and bam, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? That was it. It ain't like he pressed the motherfucking fight and came around like a dog, bro. He didn't do that. And y'all know he didn't do that. I mean, let's stop.
Counterpunching though. Counterpunching counts too.
That
Bang, bang.
it do count. But I'm saying motherfuckers act like when you listen to this motherfucker like Blue Blood and Fag Nine and all these motherfuckers, they act like Tank just walked over dude, bro. Stop playing like he just walked over Rolly. Rolly and Ron were the aggressors in that fight, and they got their ass pieced up, bro. I mean, they got punished for it, penalized for it. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Rolly and Ryan were the aggressor in the motherfucking fights, and they got punished for being the aggressor. You can't be over aggressive in a motherfucking fight with a smart motherfucking person, bro. We know that. Now, Bud
but Tank had grease in his eye, though. Tank had grease in his eye, though.
Look, I ain't even finna talk about the Roach fight. I had him in the Roach fight, and I like Roach. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even got no comment on that. I mean, it is what it is with that. I love to see the rematch, but I mean, I don't even know how they should call it knee or none of that shit. I don't care. I think it was scandalous that he did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know what happened or why he did it, but he did it. The ref didn't call it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You say you did 15 years?
Yeah, man, 15 years, bro. They gave me 30. I did 15 years straight.
That's a long time, brother.
Motherfucking 96 to 2008. Motherfucking, I was 21 when I went in, 36 when I come out, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't glorifying that shit, and I ain't been back since. Motherfucker got a whole house, got a motherfucking crib, family, swimming pool in my backyard. garage, all that shit. I'm doing great. You see what I'm saying? I sit back and analyze you dudes, and I give big ups to you, bro. You do good job. But that motherfucker Greg Hackett, he biased as hell. I don't even
Come
want to hear shit
on,
he got to say.
man. Come on, man.
Look, he called out a bunch of motherfuckers, even the old man senior, and then got pieced up by the senior, 46-year-old man, bro. Stop it. I'm 52 years old, bro,
That was
and
a
I
fight.
know I don't even look it.
That was a close
Hey,
fight, though.
look at me, bro. I'm 52.
Oh, you
I'm
52?
born 19 motherfucking 72, bro. I'm 52. Do I look
Oh,
it?
nah.
Right.
I thought you was 40.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. And I could take shirt off and all that shit. I'm lit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm reserved. What they say, the penitentiary reserve you. I'm reserved like a motherfucker, bro. For real. But
Yeah,
I
they said
mean,
you owe, in the chat. They said you owe 19 on the yard. They said you was losing fights.
hey, I like that. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
I ain't gonna lie, OG. All right, let me ask you this before we get up out of here. How did you feel about the Charles Conwell fight that just took place this past weekend?
Hey, you know what? Charles Conwell gave that man too much respect. I mean, when he got on the inside, he ain't body him enough, bro. It was like he was head hunting too much. You know what I'm saying? And why Perez was body, you know what I'm saying, shot him like boom, boom, every chance he get. Conwell was head hunting. I think if he'd have body shot him a few times a little bit more, he'd have slowed him down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he thin, he light. You know what I mean? He remind me of motherfucking Jose Benavidez. Body his ass a couple of times, he'll slow down.
Benavidez.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, that's what he remind me of. The Crawford and Benavidez. Crawford was bodying his ass. Bam, bam, bam. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Conwell would have gave that motherfucker a few more body shots and less more head shots, I think he just slowed him down. Dude just kept fucking swinging, and he had the energy to do that because Conwell wasn't hitting him in the body. Just look at the fight. I watched it 3 times. I said, damn.
All right, OG. Let me ask you this real quick though. Nah, that's fake. That's fake news. Yeah, it's fake news. Let me ask you this real quick though. Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. Yo,
I got Haney. If he lose that, I'm disappointed. I mean, he got the skill set to beat the shit out of Jose Ramirez. I'm just gonna keep it real. Now, do he got the will and the heart to do it? I don't know, but he got the skill set to punish him.
okay. Last question: Ryan versus Rolly.
I think Rolly, my man's. I like Rolly. Ain't no disrespect to Rolly, but Ryan a dog. He like to fight, and Rolly might get what he looking for, being a little bit too over aggressive because he gonna come. So
Yeah, he gonna get caught with that left hook.
yeah,
Too.
look. It's like I tell my wife all the time. You know, you can press a motherfucking and be oppressive, but if you press the wrong person, it's gonna get you hurt. So Ryan might be the wrong person to press like that. That's all I'm saying. You see what happened with Pitbull, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying? Some people you just gotta chill out and, you know what I'm saying, man, fill them out. But you go crazy and start pressing the wrong people, you go catch a shot that you ain't expecting. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Yo, Bang Bang, I appreciate you pulling up, good brother. Thank you, man.
Man, for sure. I'm gonna keep my eye on you, man. Man, you hot, bro.
Thank you, bro. Salute, brother.
Salute, brother. Big ups.
All right. Yo, chat, y'all niggas. I ain't gonna lie, chat. Y'all niggas is crazy, man. I love y'all, chat, man. Thank y'all, man. Y'all make this shit very fun to do. Thank y'all, chat. I appreciate y'all, man. For real. Let me get Sai up here. Let me get Sai. Sai, what's popping?
What's good, Najee?
What's up, good brother? How are you, man?
Chilling. Just enjoying the stream, bro.
Thank you, man. Support your local hustler. I like that. Did you see the breakdown?
Yeah, I was here the whole time.
What'd you think?
So, like I had I put in the chat, like the first watch, I gave it a draw. And under Grand Prix rules, right, I would have gave it to Conwell because of what he did in the 4th round, right? But after watching it back and we replaying it, rewinding it, I got it 8-4 for Perez. I ended up giving him the 10th and the 12th round. So
I agree.
8-4.
I agree. It felt closer to me watching it than just now. It really kind of felt like Perez was just landing more. He was, the volume was there. He landed some good body shots. He was controlling the pace. If we talking about ring generalship, he made Conwell fight his fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, like so this was Perez 37 fight, right? And it looked like it, towards the end. Right. I had money on Conwell, like everyone else did. Him losing just blew up my parlays altogether. You know what I'm saying? Like I hardly made nothing until I bet on Gabby after he lost.
I took a bad loss this week. I ain't gonna lie. Usually I win. Y'all know y'all made a lot of money off of my picks last couple of weeks, but yeah, I took a bad loss this week.
You win some, you lose some, man.
That's a part of it.
I mean, but I knew Conwell wasn't going to knock out like Jorge Perez because, like, I think, well, first of all, he wasn't no slouch, like I said on Twitter, right? But I think he might be the tallest motherfucker at 154 after Fundora.
Hold on, what's your Twitter? What's your Twitter handle?
Osiris, just at OH Cyrus.
Hit me up on there. I'll make sure I'm following you. But okay. Right. How do you feel about the fights Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank this week?
Bro, I got Chris Eubank winning that fight.
Why?
And I got him stopping Conor, bro. And I think it's going to be an uppercut, Najee. I ain't even going to cap to.
Bitch.
Yes, dog. So
when the last time Chris Eubank stopped somebody? Hold up, let me look.
October, bro. October.
Oh, the Liam Smith. He stopped Liam in the last one, right?
Yeah, he stopped Liam.
Before that, he got his ass whooped though.
By Liam, but after he knocked out Liam, he knocked out another dude in October of last year. This Camille Zeremet, whatever it's saying on BoxRec. This Camille dude.
Let me go on BoxRec because I feel like you tripping right now. Stoppage is crazy. Hold up.
Yeah, bro. And I think he makes 160 comfortably. And I think middleweight is going to be bad for Conor Benn, especially with his tank. And since he got off the shit, he ain't been knocking nobody out. So
but that don't
mean he's
been hurting him. He been hurting him though.
He has, but Chris has the edge and power even still, right? And he got the range, and he has. They say like I'll take that one. I'll take that one. They'll come up with some shit, right? They said Prince last time, right? Now it's Sharp for no jumpers.
Sharp for no funny as fuck, but my bad. Go ahead. That was funny.
Yeah, so I got him on like size, power, and activity, right? And the people that Conor Benn has been fighting is like who? It's like last time Peter Dobson, and then Rodolfo Orozco. Like
Peter Dobson is tough though. Peter Dobson is tough.
Yeah, Peter Dobson ain't nothing to fuck with. Like I like Pete, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like him.
But that's not necessarily like an elite fighter though.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like another guy might have got stopped with the shots that he was taking, but he's just a tough guy. He's not elite though. I agree with you.
Yeah, and
is Eubank elite at this point right now? Is he elite right now? I don't know.
He's IBO world champion. I know IBO ain't like WBC and all that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's like Polo. They got US Polo Assassin. Like
he got the Polo Assassin belt.
Yeah, the Polo Assassin.
He got the Polo Assassin belt.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be good until it's not. And then once Chris Eubank starts winning, I think we're not going to like how it looks. It's going to stop being competitive, and it's going to look bad for Conor Benn. He's fought like a bigger dude before, but they're saying that Ralph Orozco dude, he was like smacking on and still didn't knock out.
I agree. He hurt him though. Bad. He got hurt badly in the round. I think it was around round 4 or 5 or something. He got hurt bad though. Orozco. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it was still a UD. You know what I'm saying? And Orozco went in there. And it says on BoxRec, he was 33-3. So he's lost before. Eubank has some losses before. I think he revenged Liam Smith, and I think George Groves. He never got that back, which he probably should have. And then he lost to Billy Joe Saunders. That's what I'm saying. And Billy Joe is like at that time was, what I'm saying. So. I got Chris Eubank by stoppage, man. I don't think. I ain't gonna lie. Stoppage is crazy, Si. Crazy.
We could come back to it after the fight, but I feel like it's going to be a stoppage. Like, hopefully, it's not early, but I think Chris Eubank has and I think it's going to be an uppercut. That's what I really think it's going to be, and he loves that uppercut.
He does
from the rear hand.
Be open for that uppercut too. I ain't gonna lie. He do be open for that uppercut.
and especially his style is volume, right? So he like to pitch that shit and throw that shit.
I'm
So
just
if he
saying,
gets
I've
caught,
seen him get overwhelmed though. You could overwhelm Eubanks. That's what I'm saying. That Liam Smith overwhelmed him. He wasn't more skilled, and he is bigger than Conor Ben, but it was just he put them motherfucking punches together, got up in your chest, and he ain't know what to do with that.
you're right, man. But I do think size is going to play a big part, just like I think size played a big part in Perez versus Conwell. Like I think Conwell couldn't really get his shit off the way he wanted because he never fought somebody this big, and he's talented as well. And what they say about a good big fighter fighting a good small fighter, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like the good
Yeah.
big fighter typically win. And who knew anything about Jorge going into this fight before? Like you say, you watched him take beforehand. Like
I watched the tape, and he ain't look like how he looked that night to me, in my opinion.
Maybe he's one of those guys who fight to their competition.
I watched Eubank and Conor Ben for a long time, and I just feel like I don't know. But I definitely I'm looking forward to it, man. I appreciate you pulling up, Si.
Of course, man. I appreciate you bringing me on.
Thank you, brother. All right. Yo, y'all niggas is crazy, man. Blair Cobbs. Nigga say he look like Blair Cobbs. I ain't gonna lie, the worst one was the nigga say he look like Sharp from No Jumper. What the fuck? Talking boxing with bangs is diabolical. Bro, AirPods is hella dirty. Big, can you say hi to the chat real quick? Because they don't believe I got a girl. Not gonna say nothing? She don't want to say hi now. Now you gonna make me look crazy in front of the chat now? All right. Yo, listen, how I feel about Tank Shakur. It's a good fight. I always maintain it's a 50-50 fight. I gotta see Tank's next fight against Lamont to know really what's up. For real. Conor Ben gonna piece up Eubanks. I agree. Bang bang. I agree. At this stage, I don't know if I can see a stoppage, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I can't see a stoppage, but yo, listen, man, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat one last time. Anybody, any last takers to come cook? If not, I'm gonna get the fuck up on here. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. What happened to Robert Easter? Good question, man. Easter Bunny, I don't know. I don't know what happened to Easter Bunny. I know he lost to Mikey Garcia, and I feel like shit got slow after that. I don't really know what happened to him. I don't really know. That's a good question. I'm never drinking Henny if it got me talking to imaginary friends. Yo, John, see? Dave, you see what they doing now? Because you don't want to say hi? You see how they violating me? Come on. Now I got imaginary friends because you don't want to come say hi now. See? You don't got to get on the camera. Just come say something. See? Now they violating me now. Now niggas want to violate me. John, all right, John. John, you ain't drinking no Henny, man. Who you got? Charlo versus Plant. I gotta go with Caleb Plant. Thank you. I gotta go with Caleb Plant. He all right, hold on. One more. Let me get one more. Swindle. Okay, my guy Swindle in the building. Najee think he's slick, trying to leave us hanging to get some box. I mean, shit, nigga, I ain't trying to hang out with niggas all night, nigga. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm a real nigga. All right, let me get Swindle up. Swindle, what's popping?
You ain't off that Don tonight?
Yo, come on, man. It's me. This Cigar talk, baby. I'm drinking tonight, nigga. Come on.
Okay.
Boy.
Okay, then.
What's up?
Hey, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I got been by stoppage, man.
Oh, now see, now you talking. That's what
I'm telling you.
Talking about
Eubank washed up, man.
They talking about Chris Eubank about to do some damage.
Eubank washed up. His chin gone. That chin brittle. And Conor Ben gonna be too fast and too much for him, man.
I agree. He got athletic pressure, and I just think he's like and I say this comparison loosely, right? But it's just the premise more than the actual comparison. Sean Porter, he like a nigga that he got fast feet, he got a good jab, he got power, but it's just athletic pressure. He don't fight Sean Porter, but the pressure is athletic, and that's tough.
And who have Eubank fought in these last couple years with that been fast or been like he been fighting people that ain't, you know, like he gonna be too much for Eubank, man. And if you watching everything, for one, they got the rehydration clause or whatever. Yep. Another thing, if you've been watching the interviews or whatever, Eubank sound like he ready to like hang it up for real. Like that say a lot when you watching them interviews and they already talking like they lost.
Yeah, they said you look like the guy from Don't Be a Menace from.
Hey, I was just telling my shorty, everybody get up here and try to cook, man.
Yeah, you know how they do. You know how they do. That's the chat.
Everybody cook.
Yeah, that's the chat, though. But now I agree with you, bro. I think that's a very good point. What you just brought up about that one. What'd you feel? I don't know if you got a chance to see the breakdown we just did with Greg Hackett.
No, I ain't even see it.
Yeah, I just did the breakdown. We just watched the Charles Conwell fight that happened this weekend. Did you see that fight?
Yeah, I watched it.
What'd you think?
I feel like it was a good fight, but Conwell was just he needed to do more. He was letting the other dude, Perez, he was letting him control the pace. He needed to do more. I feel like he went in there trying to chase that knockout, think he was gonna get that knockout, and he just ain't do enough. He ain't do enough. So I feel like old boy deserved that nod. Like it is what it is.
I was very shocked, man. I thought he was gonna stop him.
I lost money. I thought he was gonna stop him too.
You bet on it too?
Yeah, I lost money, man. But that's boxing. That's boxing for you, man. You can't go out there and
that's what make this shit great, man. It's just, even sometimes the niggas that's supposed to win, you just never know. You never know.
That's the beauty of boxing. That's why you watch the fights.
All right, let me ask you this though. We got the fight May 2nd coming up. Headline: Ryan Garcia versus Rolly. What you got on that?
I got Ryan by stoppage.
Yeah, Ryan beat the dog shit out this.
Yeah, under 6.
I ain't gonna lie. He gonna beat the dog shit out Rolly. They said I didn't know Julio Fulio watch boxing. That's kind of
my grandma do voodoo. Hey, what you think about T.O. and Barboza though?
I think that's a closer fight than people giving credit for, man.
Yeah.
Greg said he think it's gonna be a stoppage early by T.O. and I don't know. I think, and I'm not just saying this because me and T.O. have a little rivalry going on or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it because of that. I honestly just look at the styles and I feel like Barboza is a taller guy. He got long jab. He can use footwork when he wants to, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. T.O. definitely got a good shot to win. I don't want to say it like
that's a fact.
But I think Barboza also got a good shot. To me, I would lean T.O. 55-45 if I had to put a percentage on it.
I feel like T.O. get in there and get sloppy sometime. He get in there, get sloppy, and just start doing anything again. Barboza, he know how to like he ain't gonna get how you say it. He ain't gonna overdo it. Like he ain't gonna like get careless in there. He'll keep jabbing, keep moving, and you feel me? Like T.O. get in there, get frustrated, get sloppy, and then Barboza took it on points.
And Barboza on a good streak, even though some of the fights was close, but he on a good win streak. His confidence is up. He got some skills. He don't got a lot of power. But he got some good skills. I don't know. I think T.O.'s the favorite. I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily bet Barboza, but shit, that's a good fight though. I ain't mad if Barboza come on top. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right, last one. Devin Haney versus Ramirez.
Oh, I got Haney by UD.
What about a stoppage? Devin with the stoppage?
I don't know. I don't think
Yeah, I feel you. I ain't mad at that.
And he ain't gonna be trying to do too much. Ryan done clock this clock. He ain't gonna be trying to get too crazy.
Well, my only thing is I think this could look like the Regis fight. And Devin could have stopped Regis to me. I think he could have stopped Regis. Would have really just stepped it up one more gear.
Right, yeah, I watched that.
I think he could have stopped Regis, and I feel like it's gonna kind of look like that a little bit to me.
Yeah, it just might. He might drop him. He might drop him at least once.
Yeah. Okay. Yo, Swindle, I appreciate you pulling it. Hold on, where you from, bro?
I'm from New York.
Oh, okay.
I'm from upstate New York.
Okay. All right. That's what's up, man. Salute to the town, bro. Thank you for pulling up, brother.
You already know, Brody. Good looking.
All right. Yo, listen, chat. I appreciate everybody that pulled up today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much if you pulled up. I sincerely appreciate you. If you have not seen the Devin Haney Cigar Talk interview, tune in right now. Devin Haney, Cigar Talk, out now. If you have not seen the Bill Haney interview, Bill Haney, Cigar Talk, out now. I've been putting in work, y'all, on these internet streets, on these boxing streets. I've been putting in a lot of work. I've been putting in my time, my resources, my energy. Me and my man Flea. Y'all know Flea, my cameraman. We've been putting the... you want to come say something real quick? We've been putting in a lot of work right now. Oh, yeah, Bud Crawford. Exactly. Thank you, Hitman. Don't forget about that Bud Crawford interview. Classic interview. Terrence Crawford. Cigar Talk. One more. We all know his girlfriend fake. Damn, unlaced. Babe, you see what they doing? Because you don't want to speak? They saying I got a fake girl. Can you come say hi? You don't got to get on camera. Say hi. They didn't hear you. Come over to the mic, though. Say hi on the mic. She don't want to come to the mic now. See? Now she want to come to the mic. Yo, listen. Najee girl gonna hop on the stream one day and surprise us. Yeah, one day. I'm gonna get her on the stream one day. She be capping, but one day I'm gonna get her on the stream. One day I'm gonna get her on Alexa, say. They said, Alexa, say something for the camera. Cool. They cooking me right now. Najee pressing buttons and the AI talking. See, they destroying me right now. You're wilding. You making me look crazy. Babe, you not gonna come say hi real quick? Nah, see, she ODing on me. Come on, man. They said she's a soundbite. Yo, listen, man. Cigar Talk. I appreciate everybody that come in here, for real. Like, y'all don't even understand this. Yeah, you fucking up the stream now. See, don't be laughing if you ain't coming on the stream. Don't be laughing. If y'all can't forget about the Berlanga interview. That's my man, Edgar Berlanga. That was a great interview in the streets. We was in the streets of Brooklyn. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do another interview like that where I just do it in the streets in the hood. Terrence Crawford. I said Terrence Crawford. Richardson Hitchens. My man Africa. My man Shoo Shoo. I'm gonna start off with all the New York folks, and we're gonna do that in the streets in the hood. And yo, listen, thank y'all for pulling up. I appreciate everybody. This was a dope episode. And last but not least, why you keep letting him say the N-word? Let's address this real quick. Before I get off, let me get the mic. Let me hold the mic, actually, because before I get off, I want to address this. Because I got this a lot of times on Twitter and Instagram. Yo, fuck that ninja Southpaw. He got good shit, but I'm on his ass. Okay, bang, bang, salute. All right, let me address this. Let me address this real quick. Because I've been getting this a lot of times on Twitter and Instagram. And I'm going to just address it for y'all, my family. Y'all know Cigar Talk, I don't got fans, I got family. If you see me in the streets, pull up and say what's up. Yeah, hold the mic as a pause. You're right. All right, that was crazy. That was crazy. All right. Let me do this. Listen, let me do this real quick. Listen to me real quick. HBCU Spotlight. I'm glad you asked this question because I want to get this off. First of all, y'all got to understand this. I'm from New York City, bro. I'm from New York City. Jamaica, Queens. That's where I'm really from. I'm really from there, bro. And where I'm from in New York, everybody first word, when you a kid, you grow up, your first word is nigga. That's normal vernacular. That's what we do here. That's a thing. That's the culture. It don't matter. I'm gonna tell you how we grew up, bro. I want y'all to understand this because I got this a lot of times. And I don't know where you from. Salute HBCU Spotlight. I don't know where you from and what's the rules over there and what's acceptable to you. But how we do it over here, bro, nigga is not that serious of a word if you one of us, you one of us. It's less about race and more about culture. And how it goes out here in New York, bro, is like, if you black, if you Spanish, that's how it go, bro. It ain't really that serious. It ain't really a thing. It ain't that over here. So I never grew up feeling like, yo, that was something I felt offended by, or I got to check you or whatever. Because people say this to me. And you got to realize, if you do the homework and you do the history, Spanish people, particularly from the islands, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, these are people that are migrated from Africa. That was a slave trade. That's where the slave trade began right there before they came to America. That was a slave trade holding spot. So for me personally, I don't feel no way. That don't bother me. So people say, yo, how you gonna press Tio and let Berlanga say the N-word? Because that don't bother me, bro. And I'm not gonna be, y'all. I know y'all want me to be Dr. Umar because I pressed Tio, but this is not what it is. I'm gonna be authentic to what I feel and what bothers me. The Tio shit bothered me, so I said something about it. And I addressed it. The Berlanga shit don't bother me. If that bothers you, that's fine. I respect how you feel, but you address it. You're not gonna make me address something that you feel offended by. And that's how I feel, man. So respectfully, salute HBCU Spotlight. This wasn't directly to you, but I've been getting this a lot. And that's my reasoning, man. So I don't feel, like I said, to me, that don't bother me. I don't feel no way about, Spanish people saying nigga. Like he didn't say, yo, nigga, you. It wasn't directed towards me, but I don't feel a way about that. That doesn't bother me. So that's the reason. And y'all know me by now, bro. I've been on this live for almost a year now. We've been on this live. I think it's been about 8 months since I started doing live. If I feel a way, if I feel disrespected, I'm going to let you know. I'm not scared to let nobody know. I don't care if you're a boxer. I don't care if you're a gangster. I don't care if you got hands. I don't care if I feel a way, you going to know. So I just had to get that off, man. But listen, everybody, last but not least, before I get up out of here, I got the biggest. I don't say the biggest. The biggest might be a little crazy. Pause. Biggest is crazy. Pause. I average 1 pause an episode, maybe 1.5. I got a crazy episode of Cigar Talk on the way. This guy, what's today's mathematics, bro? Yo, I know. Peace, God. Peace, God. Peace, God. All right. Yo, salute to the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Polo BUK. Appreciate these interviews. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I got an interview coming up next week. At least 5 pauses an episode. Yeah, I know. I'm flagrant, bro. I got an interview coming next week with a pound-for-pound fighter. This motherfucker's one of the best boxers in the game. And he's coming on Cigar Talk. He don't even do interviews. Damn, hold on, where's my bomb at? He don't do interviews. But his team hit me and said, yo, we love what you do. Can we get my boy on Cigar Talk? And y'all know we got to do it. So listen, this is coming up. And I'm so excited for this, bro. This interview's for y'all. Yes, you're right, Cyrus. We creeping up on 200,000 subscribers. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a giveaway on 200,000 subscribers. I'm doing a giveaway for y'all. In a way of Usyk. It might be one of those. I'm telling you right now, this interview is going to break the internet. It's going to shake the boxing game. And I want y'all to know, I do this for us. This ain't just a me thing. I don't even care about no money. I got a job, a good job. I make a lot of money. I'm 6-figured up. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I do this for us because I love boxing and I love this community. So let me just tell y'all, last but not least, make sure you tune in next week. I'm dropping one of the biggest interviews of 2025. It's a pound-for-pound fighter. This motherfucker is one of the best fighters in the world. And y'all gonna see next week. Y'all gonna see next week. But listen, thank you for pulling up. I appreciate everybody in here. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Bar C, tips to build a page. real quick. That's the last thing I'm gonna go because you know, she ready. She hot and ready. She hot and ready right now, y'all. She hot and ready. Lastly, before I go, tips to get in boxing media and building a page. Boss C, salute. It might be Ben Rodriguez. It might be. It's definitely not Tank. Tank is not fucking with me right now. All right. Last but not least, let me answer your question, bro. To build a page, to build a brand, to build a podcast, the tips to get into boxing media. Number one, consistency. You got to be consistent, bro. Whatever it is that you're going to do, if you're going to do interviews, if you're going to do reaction videos, if you're going to just like, you know what I'm saying, watch fights and break it down, be consistent. Number two, make sure that you network. What does network mean? Network don't just mean going for the top person. Network laterally. Don't just network vertically. Network laterally. Network with the people that you see in your level that's doing what you like to do, that's doing what you're doing, and holler at them. Pull up to the gym. Pull up to the fights and make sure you make your presence felt, bro. And that's really what it is, bro. It's really just dedication and being around. A part of how I got in this game is I came around and I make sure I say, yo, listen, I love this boxing shit and I want to be around. Some people looked at me crazy. Some people respected it. But this is years in the making. I ain't just get here. I know it feel like that. Some people say it feel like I just got here. I ain't just get here, bro. So that's how you do it, man. Consistency and being around, you'll get places. All right, so listen, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate everybody for pulling up today. Dope episode of Cigar Talk. I'll see y'all next week. If Tank, he need headgear and a mouthpiece to do an interview, plus security. Bro, I ain't scared of nobody. We don't need no headgear, nothing, nigga. Crazy. All right, we out of here, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. I appreciate everybody.